Yes, come on. Yes, people. Welcome.
Yes.
Welcome to the Top 4 podcast. My name is Peter. I'm an Arsenal fan. I'm joined by Rubinho, a Manchester United fan.
Same old Arsenal, always cheated. Same old Arsenal, always. Hold that. Last week I said I did not care about the game, but how the game went, hold it. Hold that. I am here, people. Allow me to reintroduce yourself. It's your boy. But yes, let's go. Let's go.
I am joined by generous Dave, an Arsenal fan.
Well, I'm ready. I am ready for this podcast.
Bro,
I am ready.
my Sunday was ruined, yeah. Went to church, I'm good. On the way home, I see us in the white kit. I was just, oh no.
You forgot about the no more red.
I was just like, bruv.
I said no more red. No blood on the streets, but where was the blood on the pitch, blood? Where was it?
I knew that was coming. I'm joined by here. AD, a Liverpool fan.
Mandem. I am a disgracing disgrace of a farce of a human being. This is going to be the last time I sing this song because I'm an enabler. I got carried away. I got swept up in it as well. And I promise you guys, this is the last time I'm going to be swept into the song. I don't give a damn about no form from February till May. I don't give a damn about no permeables. So you ready, yeah?
Let's hear it.
Samana, waka, 60 million quid down the drain. Kai Havertz goes again. Samana, waka, 60 million quid down the drain. Kai Havertz got again. Samana. It's such a lovely song, but it's incorrect.
Is that incorrect? Is that his chant?
Kai Havertz misses again. Samana.
Thank you very much for that, AD. And finally, on the wing, late in the building, but we got to bring him in. Oscara, a Chelsea fan.
You're
muted. You're muted.
Of course, he's muted. Inca.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can. Sing away, my guy.
We're gonna hear it again, guys. Waka, 60 million down the drain. Kai Havertz misses again. Shame on you. Shame on all of you.
What is the original? Have you changed the lyrics to this? Or is this the original?
Well,
No.
The original is Kai Havertz scores again, is the actual original.
Oh,
but the rival fans say, and rightly so, misses again. Because he missed again.
Kai Havertz blanks again. Again.
Indeed. I mean, look, guys, welcome to the Top 4 podcast. We're here every single Monday, even if certain clubs don't turn up on the pitch on the weekend. We will be here every single Monday, 8 p.m. Guys, what is your where am I even? What's your surprise or highlight of the week?
Boys.
Highlight of the week for sure. My boys. The Washington Commanders, their first playoff win since 2005. Let's do it, baby. We're going all the way.
In the fields.
We are going all the way.
Steady.
Don't tell me to be steady. The time for being steady is over. Okay. When you win your first playoff win since 2005, it's nearly 20 years. Nearly 20 years.
Yeah, but I mean, it was a wild card game. Let's have it right, okay?
They ain't won a wild card game in 20 years, Peter.
Fair enough. Okay, fine. I'll give you that.
So, let me celebrate. Let me enjoy it.
Let you enjoy indeed. Anybody else with the surprise or highlight of the week?
My highlight of the week was watching a very sad Martin Keown lift the ball up in his own yard and read out the name Manchester United as we go on to play Leicester in the next game of the FA Cup. It was lovely scenes, pure scenes of glorious emotion. Shout out Hugh Izzy. So
That was hard
Let's
to
go.
admit. I was there in the building with that draw taking place, thinking my team's not even in this. Like, why is it happening here? Why are we here? Let's go home. Let's pack it in. You know, after extra time and penalties, by the way.
Mm.
The last thing I wanted to do was see an FA Cup draw. Good grief. Oh, yeah. Anyway, it's been a hard one. Anybody else before we move on to the next part of the segment?
No highlights.
Anything else? No
Hey,
more
Pete,
highlights,
just
no
let you
highlights.
know, I can't access the comments here, so you're gonna have to be the
Look
controller.
at that. Huh? Double, you know what I mean? All right, let's get into the comment section. Anyway.
Yeah,
That's
I'm on my
Mirad.
phone today, unfortunately.
Listen, spare us the details, mate. All right. Mirad is here saying, good evening, just good evening. Oh, dear. Oh, dear, guys. Oh, dear.
Well, good evening to you, Mirad. I hope you're well on this fine Monday night.
Yeah, good evening,
Well,
mate.
good evening to you as well. I mean, yeah. It's a lot. It's a lot to take in. Sahar says, big up the Top 4 podcast on a day where I have taken the role of Mirad on the day of the Top 4 derby, where a Peter Majuzzi stated Arsenal would win 3-1. I hope all is well.
That's a
Up the
stinker.
Chelsea. It's not really a stinker. Is
Yes,
it?
it's a stinker.
Giving a prediction is not a
It's
stinker.
yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Oscar, predicting Arsenal to beat Man United at the Emirates in an FA Cup is not a stinker if we've lost. I don't care.
Doing the video from within the Emirates Stadium.
Oh, you got
He's
telling
all
us
suited and
all.
booted. Suited and booted.
Telling us all that
From
you're
like
going
Arsene
to
Wenger.
win. First of all, predicting a win and a comfortable win at that, for you to only get slapped up on penalties.
Well, we didn't get slapped up. Let's have it right. We didn't get slapped up. Let's calm down. Let's calm down.
Listen, L's at L. You know what I mean? L's
Listen,
at
man,
L.
Man's gonna come.
Barcelona slapped up Real Madrid. That's a slappage. Okay, that's a proper beating. That one.
Yeah.
Okay, you may be right, but with 10 men,
Anyway.
it felt like a slapping.
Oh, listen, it's a stinker. Let's have it right. It's a stinker. The
Yeah.
result. It's a stinker nonetheless. Tahar says Erdegaard and Havertz conversations Afiran. Chelsea winning a trophy before Arsenal. Phase 1 Amarin. David NL says, big up Top 4 podcast. Hope everyone had a blessed weekend. FA Cup, good matches. Top 4 is always top 1. Listen, some of us had some good matches, some of us did not. Okay, big up yourself though, David. Thank you very much. Nat says, question of the day: what is the worst age song in history? What is the worst aged song?
Probably something by Eminem. I'll be honest.
No, he said he put this up when AD was singing, and he said, "Yes, AD, get on to Havertz because he's
Is he saying that?
Okay,
That's
what
the
song
worst
is, what
song.
song is aged badly, basically?
Yeah.
Is it that?
That song never sounded good to me.
First of all, I don't think he means the chant, though. I doubt he means the chant.
You can't be talking about that.
Maybe he is. Maybe he is. I don't know. But do clarify that. But in terms of a song that's aged badly, you
There's
know
got to
song-
be one.
Say again.
There's got to be one. I just can't
You know-
think of it.
you know- are we talking like so? Like if we're talking music, do you know songs like songs like I don't know, like "This Is Why I'm Hot"? Like I feel like that is a dead tune now.
Yeah, I don't think that's what he's talking about.
But you
though.
don't think it's just that one, yeah?
I think he means songs that meant something back in the day, but now cannot be. You
can't
can't
be
use
sung.
it.
It depends on the artist.
By the way,
That's
Aqua,
yeah.
Aqua Barbie Girl, horrific lyrics. you play that now, guys.
Nah, I don't think it's that bad.
It's because it sounded like a little kiddie song. Do you know what I mean?
It's an adult song still.
It's full on adult. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, listen, as songs, put your comments down in the comments below. Give us your suggestions. Baraka says, question of the day. Big up yourself, Baraka. That video, by the way, of you in the snow was friggin' hilarious. It was absolutely hilarious. Question of the day: when was the last good performance Arsenal did in all white? I'm gonna go with Oxford United in the FA Cup.
You've never played well in that kit.
Oxford United.
You've never played well.
We won 3-1. We won 3-1. Oscar, you were there at the very first time we wore it at Nottingham Forest when they were a championship side, and we got pumped. Forest beat us when they were in the chat. They had Grabham up front.
Yeah, Jed Spence.
And Jed Spence, yeah. Jed Spence. Is that the one where? Is that the game where Nuno Tavares went off after like 30 minutes?
Yeah.
Poor guy. 60 million for an Aldi cashier. Chelsea did 419 on us. Tahar says, let's not forget to talk about Newcastle as well, people. Okay.
Hey, Pete, why are we so far away? Bring us closer.
Oh, on the you need to change
Yeah,
the look.
on the layout. Hit the button.
Is that not just because of the okay? Okay,
No.
There's a different one.
There we go.
You want that?
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give the
it's
people what
better.
they want. Nat says Tahar, Jacob Murphy moving with Sauce. I'm surprised he's just to me a Shanta Stewart Downing. Shanta. I mean, right? But did anybody know he's from Northwest? Oscar, did you know he was Wembley's finest?
No, I didn't know that.
Did not know.
Is
that?
he?
Him and his twin are from Wembley. Yeah,
Are they twins?
I think so. I just assumed they were. They look the same.
I think they're just brothers.
What is his heritage? I need to know.
Real bad man. I think he's probably Jamaican. I'm sure.
Yeah, because I was like, Jacob Murphy is.
Yes, for real. Kai Havertz 1 yard out, laughing my. How did Tuchel get a Champions League and a World Club Championship with him in the team? Hashtag stuck in my Georgia ways.
Hashtag stuck in my Georgia way. Yeah, Havertz and Werner won a Champions League because they had a lot of world-class players behind them. That's why. Not because they were top tier.
Nat says, whatever prayer Tuchel did to win the Champions League with that donkey, Lego man needs it. Endo says, Pete, would you allow your boy to hold your...
No.
They're live.
No. Read the next comment. Please. We're not doing that.
I think it's a great question. If I'm honest,
we're not doing that.
We can
We're not doing that.
No.
I'll leave now if that's what you want to do. We're not doing that. I'll leave the podcast now.
I'll leave the podcast.
Oh, how many seconds though?
No, we're not doing this. We're moving on.
Important details, AD.
No. Right, Nat, thank you very much for that comment. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Nat says, only credit I'll give Robin is he's here when United are good or abysmal. Fair play. He's here. He rides it. Baraka says, Oscar, your commanders did the Lord's work last night. From everyone in Atlanta, we say thank you. Stuck in my Georgia ways. We beat who? The Buccaneers, yeah? The Tampa Bay Buccaneers. What's the beef between
Division
rivals?
Yeah.
Division rivals, mate.
Division, yeah.
I'd love to help you out, Baraka, but we didn't do it for you. We did it for us. It's us, okay? It's us. And Detroit Lions, you better buck up some ideas because we're coming.
Oscar steady.
We're coming. I don't care. Ain't about no steady.
Oscar,
we're gonna safety off.
I don't know if you've been watching the NFL recently. The Detroit Lions are on some stank right now.
Listen.
The last few years, they've been on.
They get a lot of points. which is fair. This should be
the worst team in the NFL, and they are killing it.
I don't care. There's only one offensive rookie of the year, and his name is Jaden Daniels, and he's just won a historic playoff win, and he's coming for number 2.
I always call him Jack Daniels. I don't know why. I always call him Jack Daniels.
Shout out Jaden.
Shout out to him. Any AD and R. Kelly song, to be honest. Any Diddy and R. Kelly song, sorry.
Any AD song.
Sorry, my eyes just saw the DIDDY and I saw.
Yeah, I can't lie. I read that too. To be fair, I read that too.
I read AD, so I can't lie. Any AD and R. Kelly song? Yep. Any Young Philly songs?
Lava, Flex.
Huh?
Nah, Lava. I rebuke to be in such company, man.
By the way, AD, just a heads up. Your mic is really low. I don't know if it's close to your mouth. Pause, but it's quite low. Nat says, "Wait a minute, Jim Jones, find your love." That age, so
yeah. That was funny. Jim Jones, find your love is hilarious.
Do you remember that Jim Jones era when he was hot, like he was on fire on the streets, right? And it like died miserably. What was the song he had? Is it Ballin'? We stay fly, no lie, you know it. Ballin'. That's a good time. Good time to be alive. Endo said, what layout was looking like St James's Park. That layout, St James's Park. Oh, far away. I take it.
Yeah, you're too far, man.
J. Cole, no role models, mainly due to the Jada and Will Love quote. We all know how that played out years later.
I can't lie. No Role Models is still my favorite J. Cole song to this day.
Yeah, but you don't
To
want
this day.
Do you still want
I don't want that
and
Jada.
Will Love?
No, but if that song's playing it, I'm singing it. I'm still singing it.
I feel you, man. I think it's only right that we get into.
Let's go to North London.
Yeah,
let's
get
go.
into the football, man. It's stalling.
Unfortunately, we have to talk about the football this weekend, and we're going to kick things off at the Emirates, where Arsenal and Manchester United came head-to-head in the third round of the FA Cup. It was 1-1 after extra time, and Manchester United winning 5-3 on penalties. Let's kick things off with Robinho in terms of the elation and the joys. What were your thoughts into this match, heading into this match? Just very briefly.
Yeah, like I said last week, I thought, because the way Arsenal, even though their form has not been great, the way that we just play in general, I said I just don't know which Man United team is going to turn up. And on the day, I was like, you know what? If we go out, I'm not mad. How the game played out, however, I was elated because there was a lot of injustice that happened in this game. Flipping heck, the referee. I can go on and on about it, but I'm not going to do that. First half, snooze fest. There was not much going on. There was not much going on. Martinelli, you can say he was a house offside. So I don't know why he was complaining, but we will move.
Mikel was worse, man. Mikel was to knock out the fourth official. Stay in your box. Like, where are you going?
It was my offside, but other than that, it was just we were just trying to defend, and then Arsenal were getting the chances here and there. It all happened in the second half, really. Actually, no, scrap that. It's part of the first half. When, God rest his soul, Gabriel Jesus decided to do a body slam onto Bruno Fernandes, and it wasn't a free kick. I'm so sorry.
Come on. It was an accident. It was an accident.
An accident? If I fling onto you like that, you'll be absolutely mad. Rightly so.
But you might say, oh, you know what? I tripped, didn't I? I tripped. You know what I mean? You might say that. You might pull that one out.
Yeah, I trip with my whole body and I land on someone's back. All right. All right, cool.
When the referee gave the free kick the other way, I said, damn. I was like,
I lost it. I said, excuse me. But the thing is, the referee was itching. I don't know if he had a bet, but he was itching to give us yellow cards left, right, and centre.
You guys were wasting a lot of the time, though, man. I felt like you lot kept stopping momentum. And then you lot, I think you lot would then argue, and that's what got you the booking. Do you get what I'm saying? It wasn't even like you got the booking.
You say that because when Dalot got his yellow, we're like, okay, that's not deserved. The second one, looking at it at the game, during the game, I said, okay, that was stupid. Like, why are you diving in like that? Yeah. All that stuff. When you look back on it, he didn't touch him.
I must admit, I thought it was harsh. I didn't think it was a yellow card.
It wasn't a yellow card. It was not a yellow card.
He's an idiot, though.
He is an idiot because I don't know why. Yeah,
in the end, it weren't dangerous. But the thing is, even if we had like VAR, for example, they wouldn't overturn.
You can't turn it. Yeah, because it's another yellow.
It's just a yellow.
Big man, he's buying the whole squad dinner, bruv.
He has to. Do you know why? Because there was no difference when he was bloody off the pitch when he was on. So, yeah, and that says anything about that. But, and then you obviously Gabriel equalizes 1-1, and I'm thinking, oh, okay, here we go. Arsenal floodgates open.
Yeah,
there's no way we're standing 10 men. Altay, Ben Yedder, was having a stinker. Until the penalty.
Mate, his goal kicking was awful, blood.
Awful, garbage.
I remember it from the Spurs game. His
distribution, I don't know what he's doing in training.
Bro.
He doesn't play all the time, but I need to know what he's doing.
Oh, brother, all
What
his
is-
goal kicks went out for throwing.
Yeah,
All of them.
And you know,
All
what's
of
funny,
them.
yeah? You might not be able to see it on TV, but how low the kicks were was a concern. So like when he took a kick, you know, like if Usman were to take a goal kick now, yeah, it's gonna go low and it's gonna curve where it's not supposed to really curve. You know, you can tell when a player precisely curls a shot, whereas this one just looked like bent foot, if that makes sense. And it was so bizarre to watch. Like I'm watching Arsenal Man United in the FA Cup, and I'm seeing goalkeeping of this caliber. I said, guys, let's put this guy to bed. Let's finish this job, okay? Let's put him away.
And then the cheating when I said, okay, this referee has a bet. This is a 12th man.
I said the cheating.
How dare you, little jabroni Kai Havertz, dive like that?
Guys,
And the referee said penalty.
I couldn't.
Excuse me?
believe it.
So, Pete,
Excuse me?
in the stadium, PR, did you think it was a penalty?
From the beginning, no. From the jump, no. And the thing was, yeah, like I know there's no VAR, but I thought this will get overturned. do you know what I'm saying? Like I just thought,
Yeah.
like we don't need VAR to overturn this. Like
Yeah.
this, the referee's made a mistake. The linesman might say, "Madly, let's crack on. It's the other way around, mate." I was gobsmacked. I won't lie to you.
It was quite weird because obviously this whole weekend, the FA Cup stuff, there's been no VAR, and it just feels like we're so helpless. Like it makes you realize just how much VAR does. Because in the Premier League, obviously that's getting overturned. Like there's no way that's staying as a penalty. So it makes you. We complain about VAR a lot, but goodness me,
Like I said, I've always said it's
that?
not the system; it is the referees in general. And I'm still saying by my side, #fire them all, because you see the incompetence
Yeah,
live and in living color.
the referee.
Live.
Yesterday, I must admit, like as you guys know, I've just been like, right, kill it. I'm done with VAR. Kill it. I'm over it. But the incompetence that took place yesterday, I did think, yeah, we need VAR. As much as that hurts me, and I have to say that through gritted teeth. Dalot getting sent off definitely would have never happened. Even like Fernandes getting a yellow card for throwing his boot, showing the referee the boot that actually got taken off him when Jesus collided with him. Like there's that, and then. But personally, I just don't know how Ugarte went without a yellow card the entire match. I was baffled by that.
If there was VAR, I think he would have got sent off for the headbutt.
He would have been sent off in the game, yeah. So it was almost like, okay, I haven't done that for Ugarte. I'm going to give that to Fernandes. I'm going to give it to to Dalot. I'm going to give it to Menu. And then also, what's my man? Who was the one that grabbed Havertz around the throat?
It was Maguire because he was like,
Maguire.
because he couldn't believe it. He couldn't believe it.
Maguire can't stay on the field. You can't put your hands around a man's neck and put him to the ground. Like he pinned him. Was he the Undertaker? The guy pinned him to the ground through his neck. And I thought, surely someone's seen that. Like once we saw the melee occur, and then all of a sudden, once I saw that Garnacho was involved and whatnot, I said, oh, here we go. This could get spicy quickly. Because we got a few South Americans, you got a few South Americans. This could get ugly quick. And then the referee just gave 2 yellow cards. One to Gabriel and one to Maguire, I think it was. I was thinking, what's happened? We've lost it here. So yeah, there would have been a lot of different outcomes in the game. Obviously no penalty. There would have been a lot of different outcomes in the game had VAR been involved for sure. Sure.
But yeah. But then this is when Altay decided, you know what, I'm gonna be a goalkeeper. Because I don't know what Odegaard was doing, but the run-up wasn't great. But I thought he was going to score. Brilliant save on the pen. Yeah.
Because Odegaard looks for the corner. He looks for that side net corner,
Yeah.
But you know what him and what Odegaard, and I'm sure you'll get onto this later, but what him and Joshua Zirkzee have in common, and Joshua Zirkzee even annoyed me at some point, because he had about 2 to 3 chances, Zirkzee, right, where he's
lack of power,
side footing, and giving a back pass to David Raya, back passing to him. And I'm sitting there thinking, come on, where's the
Just
conviction?
kill it. Yeah, where's the conviction? I'm with you.
I realized, like everybody's got their thing that they hate in football. If I think I found another one. I hate lack of conviction in a shot. There's nothing more. People think that's Thierry Henry. Henry used to be able to side foot with power and conviction. You're not Thierry Henry, blood.
I think for me, that's a particular issue when you're a forward player. So if you are a player like Xerxes, I feel like Havertz is quite similar. I feel like Nicholas Jackson is quite similar. Like, and
is Jackson got that vibe?
Bro, the guy can't put power in a shot to save his life. Like,
Really?
he literally cannot. He literally he can't put his foot through it. Like, he just.
I've seen misses from him. But I've never thought it was down to power. I just thought he was just poor at accuracy.
No, I'm not going to sit here and act like there's never been a goal where he's taken it with power, but you take a look at someone like, I don't know, I'm not even talking about that because obviously those guys are elite. I mean someone like Darwin Núñez, right? Always he's gonna smash it. He can hit the ball. These timid guys up front, I'm done with them, bro. I'm done. I know we're gonna get onto your boy.
But we'll. Sorry, I have to rewind back because actually, when we're talking about power, Bruno Fernandes goal, fantastic.
Well,
that's what we're talking about power.
And even that, he's placed it, he's curled it, but it's still enough power to beat the keeper. Like, and that's the finish.
I put in the group chat like jokingly, but I meant it. Like, maybe that's what. Maybe Joshua Xerxes' pass to Maguire wasn't that bad after all, because it was a very similar pass. Balls bobbling, bouncing, but that's the separation between those elite finishers. Now, Maguire, listen.
I don't think that's really fair.
No, I think it's fair because at the end of the day, like even though Maguire's a centre half, let's not act like these players are not able to shoot the ball.
Maguire can smack the ball.
And I'm talking about a player who's a professional of the elitist form. He plays for Manchester United.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
but at the same time,
you bouncing. I know Fernandes makes it look a lot easier than what I'm saying, right? He makes it look so easy, but you saw the class in the goal. You saw that this guy is not like he's not the average Joe in football. When it comes to finishing, Bruno Fernandes has got that technique locked. But I remember us talking on the pod after the Liverpool game, me included. I'm a big culprit of this, but I'm going to backtrack because I'm going to repent because that was probably not necessarily the right way to go about it. We all rinsed Joshua for his pass when really and truly, in a moment like that, when you're in the penalty area, you're at Anfield, you're Man United. I'm sorry, you bury it. Like everybody would say bury it.
I don't think anyone's
on the pass.
I don't think anyone's going to say Maguire shouldn't have scored. Of course, Maguire should have scored. But to compare it to Bruno Fernandes, bro, we know who Fernandes is. He's a finisher. Whether you rate the guy or not, Bruno Fernandes scores a lot of goals in the Premier League, and we know he knows what to do in front of goal. That's not Harry Maguire. So when you're Joshua Xerxes and you're through on goal and you're gonna square it, bro, just press X. Just lay that across the box. Roll it across the grass. Why is it bobbling? Why is it bobbling?
that triangle.
I'll tell you what,
lay that across.
Oscar, I think someone's woken up as we've been talking about this Joshua Xerxes / Bruno Fernandes finish, and it's that man Ernest in the building.
Hey,
brother.
Hey yo,
it's your boy.
Hey yo, what's poppin'?
But I will get back onto Joshua in a mo. Anywho, we go down to 10 men, and what I was saying this, like, it looks like even without Dallo, nothing really much changed, but the boys held on. They genuinely did. And what I'm proud of is that despite the easy chances that Kai Havertz got, and we'll get onto that, they really dug in. They really dug in. And they held on to the end. And when we got to penalties, I said, you know what? If we win this or lose this, I'm happy. My question to the Arsenal guys, and I'll get onto this, is that during our penalties, right? Is your keeper on lag, or is he just because? Why is he?
Stop!
Hey, David Raya was our best player.
He was.
He was our best player.
Why is he diving so early?
Ernest, yeah. You know when you watch a game, yeah. You know when you lose head loss. I've not analyzed nothing. I just switched it off immediately. I've not watched no analysis. I'm scrolling through Twitter, and I see who was it? Euro penalty. I'm like, where is Ryan going? Pete, I need you to explain to me where Ryan was going.
Do you know? Do I have an explanation? I don't think so. But I will say this, right? Final whistle goes, extra time's done, and Inaki Kana, the goalkeeping coach, and Raya are having a meeting. Like they are discussing, talking, looking for, I guess, flicking through the pages of penalty takers, who goes where, blah, blah, blah. And my only thing, besides like, brother, what are you doing? Is, like, if you say, Bruno Fernandes is going to take the first penalty, right? Or whatever, right? Where does he go? 99 times out of 101, he goes bottom left. And you got David Raya in goal. It almost felt like he wasn't in the moment of the penalty. He was based on, I've got the revision in my head. I know where they go. And so I'm just going to go to exactly what I've rehearsed and revised and everything else without actually taking into account. Now, you can be forgiven maybe the first or second penalty. At penalty 3 and 4, let's reassess. And also, Lenny Yoro, I don't know if he's ever taken a penalty in his life. So whatever stats or whatever...
That's a good pen. That's a good pen.
They had whatever they had on him, they had it. But it just felt like, okay, we need to leave the revision alone for a second. But what I will say is, and what I noticed in some of the United penalties was, the fake run up, like the kind of the fake and the stutter. Obviously, Raya had gone by then. He was already off. Once I think was it Lissandro Martinez? Somebody done a dummy.
Yeah, Lissandro. It was Lissandro.
Raya was in the net basically, and then obviously you could just roll it in. And I just felt like, okay, is it unfair, these fakes, little stutters? Or is it like, if you're the goalkeeper, you're watching a player run towards you, he's about to take a kick, he kind of stutters and then, and then places it on the opposite side. Because Raya never really went to any correct side, did he? I just wondered, like, okay, guys, can we, like, I was just saying to myself, like, can we have a look at this run up? Can we have a look at this run up?
The mind is a powerful thing, because overthinking led to, like, a penalty shootout issue. Do you know what I mean? And obviously, the buzzword in football is mentality, and you just think to yourself like, wow, the mentality merchants are going to have a field day with this. Do you know what I mean? Because ultimately, all goalkeepers, either it's on the side of the bottle, or you have your mental picture is a Mike Ross thing. Do you know what I mean? Where you can just keep memory of all this other stuff. And not that I felt sorry for Raya, but it was like I was so focused on United that I completely forgot that part of a W is another team's mistake. And David Raya was, because I rate him. I rate the guy so much.
No, I rate him, yeah.
But that was
he was moving.
You like Raya?
Yeah, he's been a good goalkeeper. I can't.
No, I just never heard anybody rating him. I remember when the Ramsdale Raya debate came, I seem to be the only one standing on that leg.
No. I think most people would agree that Raya is an upgrade on Ramsdale. I just think the level of upgrade.
You know what it is, Pete? Yeah, your conceding goals has never been in question, so we never discussed Raya. I guess so.
We
keep clean sheets, so it's like to Sturgeon at Barca. No one really cares. No one, like, to Sturgeon's legacy at Barca is nothing great. It's not Victor Valdez. Do you know what I mean? So you're the goalkeeper of a really good team. So cool. So until we have a reason to discuss you, we're not. It's like Edison. Like people put Alisson over Edison so highly, and it annoys me because I'm like, I think it's much closer than it is. But when Edison has that, I think Edison, because I think they both have brain farts.
I'm gonna be real. I think Edison largely sucks. Like, in terms of shots,
I have never been a fan of Edison.
I don't think
I've cussed this guy out. I've cussed this guy out on this podcast many times.
I think he's quality. I think
he's top notch. Yeah.
If I don't have to talk about you, I think you're a great goalkeeper. I think.
I'd agree. I think Edison's good, but I think Alisson's one of the best we've ever seen. That's why I'm like,
I think
I can't have them close.
I'm gonna say something, and I'm gonna get killed. I think Alisson is overrated. I think Alisson is very
interesting.
I think.
Oh, that's gonna get some comments.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I think that Alisson gets protected in the best way you should be protected. I don't think he makes enough mistakes that people are like. You know how like the Kai Havertz sort of like brigade, like don't talk about how bad he can be. That's poor protection because him and Højlund get protected on a white supremacy thing. Like you're not good. Like you're not good. Do you know what I mean?
By people of this parish. But yeah.
No, but
Wow.
Hold on.
Apologies. Yeah, I'm a bandit.
No, don't raise your eyebrows, guys. Your eyebrows are going to go down very quickly. Højlund has been here for a year and a half. Nobody talks about how bad Højlund is.
Yeah,
That's true.
Xerxes made a mistake against whoever at Newcastle. They wanted to kill him. I'm like, hold on. Hold on. Like it's not the same standard. Kai Havertz, 65 million, and your man. And to me, Kai Havertz is a victim because am I a central midfielder or am I a striker? This is on Arteta. Do you know what I mean? But ultimately, the point I'm making is
nah.
No, Oscar.
We'll get there. We'll get there when we move to Arsenal.
No, Oscar, my primary point is that he's not good. But my point is, it doesn't help that the narrative isn't pushed about what his position actually is. In that he gets protected. That's what I'm saying. Because
there's no responsibility.
Because everyone talks about Isak, and nobody talks about actually what do Arsenal actually have? Why is there a clamour for Isak? Is it because the guy they have is actually not good, but no one gets to that point? That's what I'm talking about protection. So when I talk about Alisson, I'm like, Alisson is the good kind of protection where, oh no, like I know I have talent, but at the same time, like he's not. I don't look at Alisson, and maybe it's my bias towards like goalkeepers that actually have to make saves. Because Alisson is having a picnic more time. And I'm
sure.
I'm not too sure Alisson has as much to do with it. Like I feel like every time I watch Kelleher, he does more in a game than Alisson.
That's true.
I hear you.
And 2 points to that.
Go on.
I think in terms of with Alisson, right? Alisson will maybe have one world-class action a game where it's like a one-on-one or it's a top-class saves, and he does it with no fuss. And I think you see with regards to how it looks like Kelleher is getting worked as well, bro. I promise you, I want to tell you this: Alisson is a boring goalkeeper, and what I mean by that is his positioning, his aura. It makes saves that look like great saves for other keepers, like an afterthought where he would just pat it over the bar, or his angles are so spot on that it's not even a big thing. But in terms of him being overrated, I think especially the season we played Leeds opening day 4-3.
Yeah.
There was an era where every time you shot across Alisson, you would score. Like he just couldn't get down enough. Because I think if there's one critique I've got of Alisson, I don't think he's athletic. I think he's quite an unathletic goalkeeper. But he makes up of that with his positioning. But I feel like you can pam him, but when you shoot across him, it takes him far too long to get down. So yeah.
Nobody attempts to pop your goalkeeper as much as they attempt to pop your back four.
Kelleher.
Yeah, he's got aura. Because he's got aura. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and
he's
that's
definitely
why
got
for me,
aura.
I'm like, is Alisson given a free ride because his defense has been so solid for like 5-6 years?
But earlier, yeah. Go on.
We've strayed from Raya.
Oh yeah, okay. Final point. You see the Alisson being solid point. So the Liverpool defense being solid, yeah. Bro, I promise you. Look at peak Liverpool. And then look at the amount of one-on-one saves per game Alisson makes. Like, there's always a chance where a team gets in and Alisson makes a world-class save and we forget about it. But I do hear the overall point you're making, though. I do feel like he can be panned.
Quick question. in terms of Alisson's injuries, because obviously we've seen him a few times where Kelleher gets a few stints in a season, right? What are those injuries that Alisson gets? Because you know what you just said about him not being able to be, you're saying he's not athletic because the ball goes across him, he doesn't get down maybe quick enough or whatever. What are the injuries that he's had? Does that affect him?
You know what? It might be impertinent for me to say, yeah. I personally think he's carrying too much weight. But personal opinion, like in the same way, like Luke Shaw and Reece James, whilst they're not necessarily overweight or fat, but when you want to be like an elite level pro baller, carrying that extra weight is extra pressure on your body, and then I feel like in terms of recovery as well, it makes things longer. So that's why I think Alisson picks up these little injuries, because I feel like, in my opinion, and this could be completely unfounded, it could be a completely ignorant observation, and I clearly know nothing. But in my opinion, I feel like Alisson's probably enjoying his Brazilian barbecues a bit too much. My opinion.
Yeah, they say he likes barbecue, innit?
Barbecuing is that like a bad food?
No. It's just he eats too much.
Protein. Hey.
Protein.
But it might be including the fat as well that's on that protein. So
healthy natural fats.
You have to work it off. Like you can't just eat 5 kebabs in a day. You know what I mean?
But anyway, I wanted to finish on this. Yeah, I wanted to finish on this because we talked about the conviction, but Joshua Zirkzee got 3 things on you. Number 1, what you did to Saliba, well done. That was naughty. Naughty.
Even no, do you know what, Robin? Be a fair assessor. Be a fair assessor.
Was that? It's like 1.5/2 nutmegs, and he's on the floor. Fantastic.
In the slowest of motions. Come on, guys. Let's.
Whose fault is that? It's not Xerxes' fault.
Xerxes took like a minute to nutmeg him.
And he still did.
Listen. He got done. Let's have it right. He got done. I'm not questioning that. But brother, can we get the nutmeg done, please? Can we get it through?
No. It got done, Peter. It got done.
And if you're a fair man, let's hear you.
You're not gonna do that today. You're not. Listen, what's that meme? You can't trick me.
Trick me.
Peter is trying it. And
I'm not having that.
On a real, like what I said about Bruno Fernandez's finish, world class. Can't say nothing about it. Come on, guys, Xerxes, guys, you guys know.
Yeah. Why did Saliba allow that to happen?
That's what I'm saying.
Why did he allow that to happen?
I'm not defending Saliba, but the thing is, you guys know what.
Anyways,
I think
as I was saying that, what you call it, fantastic skill, penalty, cold as you like, and whilst Arsenal are doing the no blood, my guy is shooting up the Emirates.
Robin,
that celebration is cold.
Robin, that's a red card.
Robin, that celebration is cold.
Robin, that's not nice.
It is what it is.
That's not nice.
It is what it is. Why are you allowing man to shop? Why are you allowing man to pull out guns, to pull out the Tommies?
Arsenal, this decade, I think it's this decade, we've allowed Lingard to come and moonwalk on our grass.
Lord have mercy.
And then we've now allowed this gentleman to come wave us out the FA Cup, bro.
Lingard mini rocked as well.
To get onto Arsenal.
Let's move on. I am done. We can move on to the Arsenal. Let's go.
Peter, I'm bringing you to court, bro. Yeah.
To court.
Okay, let's go. Yeah. Remember that episode where you were defending Havertz hard? You and Oscar arguing over Havertz.
Yeah.
David, bring me as well.
Bring me as well.
I'm in the circle.
Whoever was defending Havertz, yeah.
Yep.
This week, including Newcastle, Peter, you've seen it. Where you're positioned in the Emirates, the clock end. You've seen him miss that chance against Newcastle. Yeah.
First of all, I'm about the North Bank. Let's get it right.
Why are you North Bank? My bad, I forgot. North Bank.
Hi, bro. Carry on. Anyway, carry on.
You're positioned beautifully in the North Bank, where you saw him miss that header against, not even a header, bro. He hit his shoulder and went wide. And you've seen him miss multiple chances on Sunday. Please.
What discuss?
Tell him which chances, David. I need which one.
Whoa, there's the one after Dallo got sent off. He skied it over. I don't even know what he was doing.
No, but Dave, I said that has to be a corner. Like that must be a corner. Like surely VAR's done us in here. That's a corner. When they showed the replay, I said, "What? She just shanked it wide."
It's so awful.
He's a criminal, man.
Oscar has been waiting for this day for a long time.
Nah.
The ones, yeah. I'll give you a little work insider thing, yeah. Like like on the big screens, isn't it? Like we'll put
Man
out
said a
replays.
work insider on YouTube. I
Hey,
can't.
he's breaking the fourth wall.
I'm breaking that fourth wall. Basically, like the friggin' the replays that go on the big screen, innit? Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember, like obviously I got the headset with the guy back to the like OB truck area and the gallery and whatnot, and I remember them like showing like that missed the shoulder thing, and then the 1 yard yesterday where like he just scooped it over the bar, and I remember saying like, no guys, I don't think we should put this on the screen. We cannot put this. He's gonna get killed if we put this on.
Yeah.
If you see it, and then if you see Arteta's reaction afterwards, like normally, like all of that, like so they call them, I think they're called celebs or something like that, where it's different shots of everyone. So if someone's taking a shot, then you see his reaction, you see the crowd's reaction, you see the manager's reaction. And I was like, no, guys, this can't go on the screen. It can't, because if we put this on, you're going to have liftoff. Like, it's just going to go nuts. And literally, we had to pull it. That miss from the 1 yard, we had to pull it. It was too bad. It was too frigging bad. I need
to get a job there, I need to get a job and start putting certain things on the screen, bro. Tell the people the full truth.
I'm a jumbo.
But yeah, no. Do you know what, bro? Like, here's the thing, innit? Havertz is just in a rotten vein of form. He's rotting right now. It's a rotten vein of form. And the truth of the matter is this: not what I like, because I hate this moment at the moment in time, but nobody is performing well. I was talking to somebody after the game yesterday, and I was like, we're talking about, this guy wasn't good, he wasn't good, they weren't good, and I said, look, let's reverse this. Who's been our best player in the last 2 months?
Hey,
and we couldn't.
You know who else can get out of here?
We couldn't do it.
Get Trossard out of here.
Oh, let's stay focused.
Stay focused.
Listen, guys, I'm
letting him escape bounds.
No,
I'm
David,
already done with Havertz, yeah?
No, David, we're going to tag you back in. David, we're going to tag you back in. Don't worry.
Havertz is in a bad vein of form, and he'll pick it up again. And Kai Havertz will score again, and you will see it on the banner below. And Oscar, let's just have it right. Yeah, you're jealous because Havertz has been better for Arsenal than he has been for Chelsea.
You're
jealous. You're jealous.
I'm.
Give him out. He won the Champions League, and you have the audacity to come at him here.
Jealous.
You're jealous because he's better for Arsenal than he was.
I'm jealous. Look. Okay. Let me. When I speak on Havertz, yeah. I know Ernest earlier was saying, Oscar's been waiting. I can't even bring too much vim, because when Havertz was a Chelsea player, there was times when I would defend him through runs like this. Yeah. I would say, he's going to get through it. He's going to get better. He's only 20. He's only 21. He's only 20. The years kept going up, but it was still he's only. Do you know what I mean? Yep. But you have to call a spade a spade. Like, when it comes to Kai Havertz, I don't think he's ever going to get that knack of just being sharp in front of goal. I don't think he's ever going to find the ability to affect games in the way of what he was supposed to be. Like, this idea of Kai Havertz, in my opinion, is flawed. It's flawed. When Adrian was waxing lyrical about Kai Havertz, I remember asking him, what are the attributes you are seeing? Man was telling me winning duels. Man was telling me aerial duels, running the channels. I'll never forget it. He told me, the game where Havertz didn't complete a pass, he told me, but he covered every blade of grass. I said, is this what we're paying? Is this what we're paying 65 mil for nowadays? Like, is that what it is?
108, was it 250k a week?
To cover blades of grass. So
like it's Titchmarsh, crazy.
And when it comes to what Peter's saying about he's gonna go through runs in the team where he scores goals. We've seen it for Arsenal, and it's gonna happen again. You're not wrong. Arsenal are gonna get back into form, start playing good football. Maybe when Saka comes back, and he will find himself on the end of chances. But when it boils down to it, he just doesn't have the quality to be a standout player in a team like Arsenal. That's just my opinion.
That's probably fair.
The quality of a player like Ødegaard or Saka, these are the guys that when the chips are down, you're hoping they can pull something out. It's not really ever going to be Kai Havertz.
Now, here is where I'm like, okay, guys, let's actually do this properly, because even an Ødegaard, for example, right? The slack that Kai Havertz would get in a team, like what you just said soliloquially right there about Havertz, you don't think he'll be the star one out of the team, and I think you're right. And we see from Mikel's purchases, there's not really outstanding players that he buys, right? He buys players where there's a team of them where at the end of the season we don't know who the player of the season is. It will probably be Saka because we love him, but and obviously he would have probably done the best output, but there isn't that one individual, outstanding, cut above the rest, blah, 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 blah. It's a bunch of 7.5 out of 10s, maybe 8 out of 10s, which, can still push quite far in the league as it's shown. But then Ødegaard gets mentioned as if he's like even Mesut Ozil, and he's not.
No.
Nobody wants to address mine Ødegaard. And the thing is, you always thought I was harsh on that guy, but I am sorry. If he was bought to be the number 10, the playmaker, you know what I'm saying, the crown in the jewel, if you will,
the captain.
He's not. He is, newsflash, another one of the pack. That's the truth of the matter. You're not going to get him being the individual outstanding. You're not going to get him in the Ballon d'Or conversation. You're not going to get him in there because he's not that player. So,
I don't think that's fair.
No, it's totally fair. We've got way more catalog of it than we have of Kai Havertz. We've got way more catalog, and nobody's talking about it.
Wait, what?
No, well, I think.
Say that again.
Well, he's saying at Arsenal, Kai Havertz has given us a greater body of work than what Ødegaard.
Absolutely not. What I'm saying.
What
I'm saying is Ødegaard's catalog at Arsenal. Ødegaard's catalog at Arsenal should give you the same result as you said. Just what Oscar just said about.
Because I think the only reason why I would say that's different is because I'm not talking about their output. I'm talking about the quality of the player, and I just think Ødegaard has a little bit more. And when it comes to is Ødegaard going to deliver on the big stage? When you need a Champions League knockout goal, is Ødegaard going to come up front to you and deliver? There is what
You said that earlier. You're hoping that Ødegaard will pull something out.
But hold on. What I mean is there are players of great quality who we look at and we go, if you were more consistent or if you were this level, you could be world class. Someone like, let's say, Philippe Coutinho, yeah? Top tier player, incredible talent, but we never saw it every single week to say that, yeah, you're one of the elites. And I think that's another thing from Ødegaard that you're going to need to see. We know the guy's talented. We know the guy's got supreme quality, but can he replicate that every week? When the chips are down, can he be someone that Arsenal relies on? We're at a point where I'm questioning Kai Havertz's quality or talent at all. That's what I'm questioning. So I wouldn't put him in the same class as Ødegaard. I think Ødegaard needs to step up and be accountable for more in terms of what Arsenal need from him. But Havertz needs to arrive still.
Even with the input he's put in, considering he's not a centre forward and he plays as one.
What is he?
Even as I'm surprised you're still waiting for Havertz to arrive. He's arrived. This is what you get. This is him.
But Peter,
bro, I would rather have Welbeck if that's what you're giving me. I'd rather have Chris Wood if that's what you're giving me. This is not the Havertz that was supposed to be here. This is not it. You are makeshift.
Here's the thing, innit? It's you know that saying when we say, are you a great team because you came back from 2-0 down to win 3-2? It's like, well, why were you 2-0 down in the first place? Havertz was bought, as you said earlier, as to be the number 8 at Arsenal, and it didn't work. And then Mikel said, you know what? Right, it doesn't work. Let's try and find something for him. And we did. We found him as our centre forward last year. He got 14 goals last season, right? So
He didn't get 14 goals.
Hmm?
He got less than 14.
Overall, he got 14 goals. What are you talking about?
He got less than 14 league goals.
I said overall.
Oh, overall. Okay, fair.
I think Pete. I think my question with Havertz is, and I'm the proud member of the Anti-Havertz Association. I think I'm the chairman. I think I'm the councilman. I think I'm the president. I'll take that crown proudly, yeah. But I think my question is the same question I have with all the players that United signed. If X is the answer, what's the question? If Kai Havertz is the answer, what question are you asking about your midfield?
No,
and for me, go on.
Sorry. No, all it was is that when Mikel bought Havertz, right, he wanted another Ødegaard in that midfield, and there were going to be two like number 10s, if you will, number 8s, number 10s in that midfield. The dream Declan Rice behind Havertz and Ødegaard. That looks luscious. That looks pretty delicious. But
not to me,
huh?
Not to me.
I think it does. I think Declan Rice and Ødegaard. I want us to have a separate Ødegaard section if we have time. If we don't, fine. But I think Declan Rice as the 6 and Ødegaard as an 8 for me that's luscious, because Ødegaard to me is not a classic number 10. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely not.
He's not a classic number 10. He is way more of an 8. I'll take him at Man United as an 8. Like I think he's quality at just ball carrying, just being able to take the ball from X to Y. Fine. But
excuse me?
What? What?
Ødegaard ball carrying.
Ødegaard's ball carrying is good.
He's more Cazorla than he is Ozil, 1,000%.
No, it's not.
Yeah, that's a fair assessment. Absolutely, yeah, definitely.
You don't think Ødegaard's ball carrying is good?
No. Ødegaard is better. Like Emil Smith Rowe was a better ball carrier than Ødegaard. Like
now you're bringing another name.
Smith Rowe was a better dribbler than Ødegaard. I'll give you that. But ball carrying,
when Arsenal have the ball, if Ødegaard receives the ball in his own half, he can't drive and take the ball forward. He has to pass.
Yes, he can.
He has to pass.
Yes, he can. That's no.
I'm not ever expecting Ødegaard to shift gear and take the ball past another midfielder, like carrying the ball. And
You'd rather like Ødegaard, if we're being honest.
And that's why I disagree with you, Ernest, when you said he's not a 10. I think Ødegaard is a 10. I think I want Ødegaard there.
No,
he's a playmaker.
I think if I use the term playmaker for Ødegaard, I use it very loosely, because Ødegaard's ball retention is sometimes done in the name of ball retention. So Ødegaard will take 15,000 more touches than he should. When he there's been so many times I've watched him, and he was amazing against Sporting Lisbon. But I think Santi Cazorla, Cesc Fabregas, David Silva, Mesut Ozil release the ball a lot quicker than he does. He holds on to the ball a lot more than he should. Yeah. That's why to me, to this day, and I'm in the minority, I will take James Maddison over Marcel Ødegaard. I think the two of them in one midfield could work. But I don't want my midfielder to treat the ball like it's 25 seconds on a basketball court. Release the ball, bro. Honestly. Do you know what I mean? Release it. So to me, back to the Kai Havertz thing here. We could talk about Ødegaard another day.
By the way, Aaron, just for Endo's comment, Ramsey's way better than Ødegaard. What are we doing?
Come on, beat, man.
All right, cool.
Yeah, he could be. I'm not here. The thing is,
man are not telling me. Wait. Ødegaard is just done out here to you, man.
No, he's not done out here.
I'm not saying he's done out here, but
my point is
the more we pause on these little anecdotes, the longer this conversation is going to be.
Yeah, for real.
We can discuss Ødegaard another day, and there's going to be discussion. There's going to be discussions about individual players and personal opinions outside of fixtures. Yeah, that's fine. What I'm saying is, back to the Kai Havertz thing. Kai Havertz to me is a victim of poor recruitment, because if you can't answer the question of what this guy answers in your team, especially when you sign him as an 8. This is a manager who's, one of my clients told me the other day, Mikel Arteta has sold more attackers than he's brought in. That is not good. So if Kai Havertz, and I can't speak about this specific transfer and not talk about the transfer fee, because in this context, the striker or the attacker was one of the missing pieces. Like it was a glaring hole. Aubameyang's gone, Lacazette's gone, and Jesus can't guarantee you 15 goals a season. Eddie Nketiah is not good. So if you're going to pay 65 million, I don't want to hear he scored a Champions League final goal, because his record prior to that final was not consistent enough for me to say, oh, he's a big game player. Oh, he's good.
But sorry, to your point there, sorry, mate. Havertz wasn't bought to be a centre forward. Do you get what I'm saying? So, like, is it fair to
that matters then? That matters to the overall picture Arteta's trying to paint. If you're spending 65 million on a player and you haven't signed him to be a central centre forward, you play him in central midfield. David was ringing this bell for 4 months. He's not a midfielder. Every time we came on the pod, David was saying he's not a midfielder. I don't like it when people like David are right, because David is not a coach. David doesn't work at the club. When fans are right, they're upset, because if we can see it, there's a big problem. There's a big problem if fans can see it. So I look at Havertz and I think, if you're a central midfielder who's turned into a centre forward, that's a £65 million mistake.
Yeah, and Ernest, to bounce off of you, as I go.
So Adrian, so I'm going to say one more thing. The other side of this coin is I get angry when I argue with Arsenal fans about this, because this is a team that has seen Bergkamp. This is a team that has seen Eduardo. This is a team that has seen Aubameyang. We are not here discussing Kai Havertz at the centre forward in 2025. He is not of the level. Like, point blank period. If you're telling me that you want Isak because the other guy is not good, but we never talk about why the other guy is not good. I'm not saying that Arteta can't find a role for him, but we can't sit here and say if Kai Havertz was in another team, this wouldn't be called an experiment that didn't do well. We can't say that. We wouldn't say that.
Do you know what I'd say? I'll be honest with you, because like when defeats happen and stuff, right? Or like consecutive games where it's been poor. We especially Arsenal, like every fan base, right? Everyone goes through like all the motions, and the thing that keeps getting brought up is the transfer windows and stuff like that, right? And I know David, for example, has been very much, he's wanted a number 9 since Aubameyang was in Barcelona, flew away to Barcelona for a trim, right? The thing I would say that where I feel like Arsenal in the past 2 seasons had fell, in terms of going for the title, is like when I look at Liverpool's squad, when I look at Man City's squad, their squads are just better than ours, right? In terms of size, in terms of, like, we're talking about, when I think about Liverpool's forward line, yeah, you've got Mo Salah, you've got Diaz, you've got Gakpo, you've got what's his name? You've got Nunez, Jota. There's like the list goes on there. Yeah, Man City, we've seen Man City play 2 different 11s in the same week, right? Because they used to at least have 2 players in every position. And I always felt like our squad was not big enough, not strong enough, because our 11, I remember I was saying on the pod last season, our 11 is the best 11 in the league. But when it comes to getting somebody off the bench, it's where it falls, the quality drops. And so Mikel goes into the summer. And the way I sort of see it, and Edu and whatnot, they go into the summer and they go and buy players to beef up the squad. Yeah. So when you've got like a Mikel Merino, or you've got a Raheem Sterling, who else did we buy this window? Calafiori. When I think about these kind of players, because we still spent a good amount of money this last summer, right? Mm-hmm. It was to kind of beef the squad that we kind of already had, and not necessarily change that 11. Because I honestly, guys, as delusional as I may be, I don't think this 11 is not good enough to win the league title. I think it is.
No, I agree.
Purely because, like, the last 2 seasons, what I've seen us do is go through it, right? Go toe to toe. And if it was a case of, Saliba went down, or whoever it was 2 years ago, and then last season it was, we didn't have who went down last year. I feel like somebody was down for a while last year, but
not really. I don't think so.
not many, but like Timber, Timber feels like a signing.
Okay, yeah, okay.
I just sort of feel like, you know what, Like we're so close, we're right there, we're right there. So the mentality going into that summer window and the players that the Arsenal bought, I thought, like, I understood why they went down that road. I do think as well they wanted a striker, but didn't get the striker that they could get purely for whatever reason. I don't know.
I think it's purely a transfer fee. I think Newcastle are asking for Euro millions, and they're just like, no.
Yeah, there's a few of them, and so I genuinely feel like, okay, this season hasn't been the greatest, right? And you know, I'm hearing noise about, you know, our points are similar to this time last year, blah 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 blah, right? And if that's the case, that's the case. Whatever. Liverpool have been lightning razor sharp this year, so it almost looks like last season's thing irrelevant. I genuinely think like they were this close, but because of the form that we've currently been in, and by the way, like, you know, cup competitions aside, we've not lost since Newcastle away, and that was 12 games ago. Where we've won 6, I think 1-6 or 1-7, drawn 5. Right, that's not good. I get that. That's not really good record if you're at the top end of the table. We are second in the league. You know, we are 6 points behind Liverpool. So, like, when the clamoring comes on and the pylon comes, when we've had a defeat in the League Cup and we've had a defeat in the FA Cup, I'm always like very much like, you know what? Let me let the wind blow, and once the dust settles, let's have a revamp. So, like, I'm seeing, for example, like Mirad has gone, like he's gone from this season.
Yeah.
So, like, what? And this is astonishing because I'm sitting here like, okay, guys, you know, there was sucker punches.
The race is not done, guys.
We got kicked in the mouth,
No,
right? We've been punched up by Newcastle in midweek, and Man United have dealt a dagger, right? And fair enough. Okay, cool. We're out of the cup competitions, but my league season is not over. It can't be over.
Can I just interject?
If you think David or Mirad or whoever that this season is done, and like I say, because AD came and sang Havertz's song. Like any of those games we've lost were league games. They were not league games. And we got Tottenham on Wednesday.
You should have a singer, yeah.
We got and of course I know it was like, you know, tongue in cheek. Don't get me wrong, but like that's the wave at the moment. The wave is Arsenal's season has crumbled. It's over. It's done.
I don't think that's fair.
That's the wave. What are we talking about?
No, I think it's the wave. I think it's the wave.
Everybody's talking about our transfer window. Everyone's talking about our squad. Everyone's talking about our players. We can have bad form. It happens.
Yeah. You're spot on. But I didn't think it was fair for you to say that to Adrian when he was thinking about Havertz because Havertz has missed chances in the last 2 games.
No, but he was like, forgive me if you know, like it was almost like, you know, give me my title.
No, but Peter,
Adrian said, "Give me my title in like September," but he didn't say it today.
No, but Peter, you should have a the penny. I think for me, the penny's dropped. Like when you look at sort of Mikel Arteta, when you look at his projects, I think Kai Havertz and what he represents is synonymous with it, bro. Like ultimately, Kai Havertz is a 65 million quid bust. No, Peter, that's what he is. He was brought in to play midfield left 8. He was poor at it, so you sent him up front to do an admirable job, to do a good job up front. But what we're failing to realise is by Havertz being a 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, now all of a sudden I don't necessarily need that lights out number 8 because I've got Havertz. I don't necessarily need that lights out number 9 because I've got Havertz. Havertz isn't doing any of those jobs to exceptional standards. What that then means is that when you're like, let's go get a Sesko, let's go get a Isak, it's not a desperate need. We've got Kai Havertz, but all he is, bro, is a stopgap, unfortunately. So in that point when you're talking about squad building, yes, he's a nice piece to have, but I think when you're looking about the way in which you've been shackled this season, bro, and I'll use that word, shackled, where the reason why this incessant pylon has come on is because you look at that Newcastle game night and day, and when you've got a deficiency of something, when you're lacking something, i.e. in this case on number 9, and then you see what it looks like right before your eyes in the name of Alexander Isak, Newcastle go and win that game 2-0. You sit there and you think to yourself, okay, so this is where we're falling down. Because I think in terms of, you know, Kai Havertz, I personally still think Kai Havertz is a good player, and I definitely think he's of value to Arsenal. But at the end of the day, I feel like this could be the vanity projects that Arteta hangs himself with ultimately. It's a £65 million, 265k a week albatross around his neck. Because Peter, I'm so sorry, with those numbers, that's marquee, that's best player, that's somebody who's gonna carry you to league titles, someone's gonna carry you to trophies. And let's call a spade a spade. Last 2 games, because of him, you're out of 2 cups. Because he's missed that decisive, crucial moments. And then you sit there and you think to yourself, but if that was Isak though, and I think that's ultimately the issue. There's nothing wrong with Kai Havertz, but when you look at what he represents to this Mikel Arteta project, it's been I don't want to say abject failure, but I think it's cost them ultimately. I think ultimately that's where you look back and that's where you pinpoint and say, that's where it's all falling down, in my opinion. Because Peter, what do you want from him? Peter, let me ask you for something. What do you want from Kai Havertz? What does he bring to this Arsenal team? What's his job?
He's a support striker. I told you he's a number 10 more than anything else.
That role doesn't exist. How does that help Arsenal today?
Well, I'm just telling you what we have. Like that's what we have in the place. And unfortunately, Mikel has to make that work. He's got to make him work if he's going to play him. No. Do you get what I'm saying? Because it could be very well easily thought that, you know what, like maybe he might be gone in the summer because of what you've perfectly put in terms of he's not quite an 8 and he's not quite a 9. So like, what is he? And that's why I say that's why I always believe his position was a 10. Do you get what I'm saying? And so when you have the idea of like, oh, let's have Odegaard and Havertz as the front 2 players behind the striker, that's, do you know what I'm saying? That's what it's meant to be. But the thing is,
I think based on your assessment, P, I think that's not a luxury Arsenal can afford. No. I don't think you can afford to have a team that caters to to a support striker when he's not supporting anyone.
Yeah,
I don't think it makes. Yeah. It's the same ruthlessness I have with Xerxes and Højlund. They're both not good. Do you know what I mean? So what do you do to as copium to deal with what you have, because you can't move them on. Now,
the thing is that when you say luxury, it in Mikel's eyes, that wasn't a luxury signing to play as a striker. It was a luxury signing to play as a 8. Okay. And so what creates the problem is so it's like, you know, if anything, he shuffled the pack and put Havertz up front and got more out of Havertz than what he was getting originally, right? So he's tried to make the best of a situation that okay. Maybe he didn't do his due diligence in terms of what is Havertz, what kind of player is he, where does he play, what's his positioning. Maybe that's on him, right? Fair enough. But he tried to make the best, because at the end of the day, in terms of goal scoring, when we've had Jesus, when we've had Martinelli, when we've had Trossard, when we've had Havertz, the one that scores the most goals is Kai Havertz.
Yeah. So
that's what we are currently at.
But I think
and when we buy a striker, guess what would happen? Havertz would go on the bench. Do you get what I'm saying? If we have a number 9, Havertz will go to the bench.
I just look at it and I think to myself,
and that's a good bench player to have.
I feel like I asked this question in 2021. Like, is he worth the hassle? Like, Kai Havertz is not a player I think, wow, what would life be like if we had Kai Havertz in our team? I've never been moved by the guy. Now, is he just a bad Julian Draxler? Is it that he has a lot of intangible qualities that the team that suits Kai Havertz is such a it's like Ruben
very
Amorim.
Specific.
Ruben Amorim needs specific profiles to play in this team. I feel like Vlahovic. Where did you go from those two to Kai Havertz and say, yeah, this is it? I've got to the point where I don't care that he plays for your team anymore, because now I just don't care. Like,
but you have to be clear on what Peter's saying. They did not buy him as a striker.
Yeah, what I'm saying is,
but that's a bit like if Erik ten Hag did that, I'd look for him.
The thing is, right, like I say to you, Havertz, personally, first of all, in terms of the Arsenal 11, in terms of like the squad, in terms of the team going forward and everything else, for me, Havertz isn't the problem here. So like,
no. That's not what we're saying, Pete.
No, but I'm just let me just put this out there because because all the attention is on Kai Havertz right now, right? Fine,
Yeah.
He's missing chances in front of goal, right?
And penalties.
But I mean, he scored like 7 in a row. Okay, so I'll leave off him for a bit, right? The truth of the matter is this though, like he's not meant to be the centre forward, and Arsenal will look to buy a centre forward. He will end up being a squad player or maybe play in the midfield again, and they'll give it another go. But the truth that what do you know why I always get so emotionally attached with the Kai Havertz like conversations is because when I look at Arsenal and I look at the 11, I look at the games that we've had and everything else, and even the season we've had, he's not the first person I pull out of the book. He's by far not. And nobody, right, is talking about our wingers that are not winging.
That's not true.
Right?
No, because Pete, we're
not dressing. We're not dressing.
The season that he has.
But we're not dressing down Martinelli the way we're dressing down Kai. We're not dressing
Oh,
down.
Peter. Martinelli has had 2 years of abuse.
Wait there. No, not like Kai Havertz. What are you talking about? Listen to what I'm saying. I'm saying I'm not saying they haven't got criticism. Of course they have. But what Havertz is getting, because he was 65 million quid and because he's our centre forward. But I'm looking around and I'm like,
no, Pete. You know what it is? The analysis
you can't do that.
Martinelli, the analysis on Martinelli is very straightforward. He's not good. The guy is not a good footballer. Come on, man. What do you mean?
Bro, I said this last season, bruv.
That's not fair.
Now.
Oscar, I called him out the year he had that purple patch. That's when I had to get onto Martinelli.
I mean, yeah, it's fair from you, but I don't think he's not a good footballer. Where I would say on what Peter's saying is what I would say on what Peter's saying is that Martinelli was a young kid that came in, had a great season, and then his form took a dive. Yeah, Trossard was what we were talking about, as in let's make do with what we can on this January window and get Trossard in.
Yeah.
It's stopgap. Yeah. Kai Havertz was a big summer signing, so of course it's different, and he's on more wages than all those guys. So,
I have one more question, and then we can wrap this up. Peter, it's more of a general question. This season, this is the fourth time, the three times in 4 years that you've gone out in the third round as Arsenal in the cups. This is Arteta's 6/7th season, it's 5th season. Sorry,
it's 5 going into 6.
5 going into 6. Yeah. Are you not like a bit annoyed that you keep going out like this? I mean, trying to do something in the cup.
Well, I'll give you my synopsis. Man City got Salford City at home. Chelsea got Morecambe. Tottenham got Tamworth. Right? Last season, Man City played. Who did they play? They gave somebody like 6s and 7s and 8s last year.
Yeah,
I forgot who the team was. Right? I remember watching it on the BBC on the way home. I've seen Chelsea. Who did you have last year? You had somebody last year. Was it last year or the year before? Because I know 1 year I think you had City, but there was a year before that you had somebody.
Yeah,
under Potter, none of you could name me the manager of the club or can name me where the place of that football club is. Yeah. Do you know who we've had in our last 4 years, Robin, in the third round?
You have had Southampton.
No, Manchester City, who we got knocked out by, Liverpool, who we got knocked out by last season, and then the year before that, I think it was the Oxford United away. So I'll tell you what I'm sick to death with is getting drawn Man United, Man City, and Liverpool in a row. How about that for a third round? So am I concerned? No. Should we be beating these teams because we're at home and everything X, Y, and Z? Yeah, fine. At the end of the day, that's the draw. That's how it is. But nobody cares if we got past the third round and went out in the 5th round and went out in the 6th round or went out in the semi. The question wouldn't be the same. The fact it's the third round, I'm like, guys, look at the script. Who did we play? Liverpool, Manchester United, Man City. That's the third round of the FA Cup, guys.
I hear it.
By the way, Man United are dross. They're the holders of the frigging competition.
Yeah. Pete, one thing I will say is you mentioned earlier about the fact that Arsenal have lost 2 games in a row at home, but they are both in the cup. Yeah. So you know, people, it is easy for people to lose sight of the fact that your league position hasn't changed in those 2 games. Like, it feels like huge doom and gloom at Arsenal, but like you're saying, you're still 6 points behind Liverpool. It's still the same. Well, hold on, let me. However, where I disagree with you, or not where I disagree with you, but where I think the other Arsenal fans are coming from is they don't see the hope of the prior form of Arsenal returning. They are struggling. They are struggling to see it coming back. Even the players that are here. So I think that's where it is.
The football is dross, and I can assure you, I don't know how it's going to change. But one thing Arsenal has done is they've changed from some way, shape, or form, and have gone on. You know,
yeah, I think there's always a blip in Arsenal season the past couple of years, and then you find form again. It's happened.
Yeah.
So, how are you feeling about Wednesday?
God, I'm feeling nauseous. I'm
not gonna lie, that's the best fixture you could have ever asked for. Tottenham are absolutely crap, and you lot are gonna restore the feeling of the Emirates back by beating them 3-1, and then you're gonna go on a winning streak from there.
I'm feeling, Oscar, but the game's too high profile at the moment. Do you know what I mean? We've got Tottenham on Wednesday, and we've got Villa at home on Saturday. No one's talking about Villa, by the way. That's the team that probably scares me.
I'd rather the Tottenham game. Yeah, I'd rather the Tottenham game, though. No, to get you ready for the
you beat them 2-0 at Villa Park.
Yeah, I know, but they beat us 2-0 at the Emirates last year. Do you get what I'm saying?
Did you see Watkins that day, by the way?
By the way, Villa are good. They're a good side this season. Like they were last year. But do you remember what I said? I think last week on the pod. I can't remember what time I said it, but like the amount of football we are playing, and it sounds like an excuse. It sounds like an excuse, and fine, shoot me if you want on that. But like Timber's gone down now. Okay, so Jesus, by the way, played his last game for Arsenal. Just so everybody's aware.
I saw the comment in the group chat. I was busting up.
He played his last game for Arsenal. That's the end. Because when or if he recovers from it, because that's a knee again, right?
Yeah.
He won't be in the starting 11 next season. That's for damn sure.
It was cooked enough as it was already.
He'll be in Palmeiras in August. I'll tell you that right now.
He'll be in Palmeiras in August.
He'll be there.
But I can
see the party thing, you know.
You're saying he's going to be in the Club World Cup?
Bro, he'll be
with Esteval.
He'll be Esteval. You know what I'm saying? No, that's the truth of the matter, right? We are crippling. Timber has played too many games from a man who had an ACL last year. Right? we are going through it. And you know, I think Timber's got a hamstring, by the way. So you know, muscle injuries are due to fatigue. Right, so we are playing like I'm watching a press conference after a press conference after a press conference every other day of the week.
Bro, I've seen Amorim.
So am I. I've seen Amorim like every 2 days.
Bro, hear me out, yeah. I had today at work was match day +1 and match day -2 at the same time. At the same time, we've just done 3 different competitions already in the week. Okay. We are having 5 home games in January. We are having 9 home games. 9 games in January. This time last year, guess what, guys? We had 3 games in January. We have 9.
Hey, guys, I was in a meeting today. I was in a meeting today at work. I get a notification on my phone. It's from Chelsea app saying, Maresca's thoughts ahead of our clash tomorrow. I said, tomorrow? We're playing again? I couldn't believe we're playing again.
I'll be honest with you, Oscar.
Where is rest?
Oscar, I'll be honest with you. I genuinely think you know what, there's still a part of me that, of course, a massive part of me that's in this title race, but there's a 20% that is saying we won't have players to play against Man City February 2nd. We won't have players. We play Man City at the end of this run. We play Man City on the 2nd of February. Okay, wow. By which the Champions League would have been finished because there's still 2 games in the Champions League by February, by the way. Yeah, so
and you could have them playoff games. You might be in them playoff games.
If we finish out at the top 8, we are toasted. Over. But that's more so my concern. My concern is, guys, we're not going to have bodies to field. We're going to have to get kids from the academy who can't change in the same dressing room as the first team because they're underage. Okay, we're gonna have kids in the separate showers. You're gonna see names, guys. You think you know Miles Lewis Skelly, but you're gonna see some names. You're gonna see some names.
And did he have a 16-year-old keeper play against Bolton?
Bro, there was a Nathan Butler Oyedeji on the bench yesterday for Arsenal. Can anyone tell me where he plays?
In Nigeria?
I said, yo. You know, Man United had a bench
Toby.
that only had Toby in there, right?
Toby.
Everybody else I knew. I know Casemiro. I know Anthony. You know, I know Onana. I know all these names.
But Pete, this is a good thing that you're not in the clubs, then, isn't it?
Listen, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. We still got a game every 3 days.
Well, technically, they still got Newcastle to come. They are still in that cup.
We still got to go up to 4,800 fans are going up to Newcastle. Sold out the allocation. Mentalist.
Well, to be fair,
By the way,
if you scored the opening 15, yeah. If you scored the opening 15, you never know.
You never know.
Peter.
But I tell you what, selling out your allocation on a Wednesday night in Newcastle is crazy.
Peter,
Rapid fans.
Speaking of allocations, what the heck happened there? Why is there 1,000 seats empty?
That's a conversation for off camera. Let me tell you that right now. I was dealing with that mess for 15 days. I went 15 days of my life dealing with that nonsense. It was
what days? What day?
I'll just say. I mean, it's frigging embarrassing from Arsenal. That's all I would say on that. Anyway, moving along. Can we? David, Michael in the chat says, "What do you think about the whole situation? Where are you with Arsenal? Like,
What does David think?
What does David think?
I want to.
Where's David's
Where is?
Simple.
We'll close on David's comments and then move on.
Football is very simple. You look at my man's record, it's not the greatest in terms of goal scoring. Why he was signed, who knows? All I need is a bloody striker, blood. If we have a striker yesterday, we win that game easy peasy. Very simple. I'm happy. The fan base is happy. Arsenal fans not suffered. We've had Bentner, Shamak, this one, Park Chu-Young, whatever his name is.
David said, have we not suffered?
Man, just bring in a number 9, bruv. It's so easy, it's simple.
I do think we'll get something in the window, to be fair, because everyone's falling apart. No Saka, no Jesus. We have to sign.
What league are we winning, bruv? Please tell me. I need someone to tell me, bruv. What league we're winning with this squad?
Yeah, and Saka looks like he's going to be out for months, and that's
Yeah, well, I heard April. I said, you know,
It's the injury that De Bruyne got. It's the same one.
Like, you've been saying that. You've been saying that.
The same one. He's not coming back this season. I'll be
surprised. His knee going. Oh, that's just the worst.
Plus, even when he does come back, he has to get up to speed again.
That's the other thing, yeah.
For me, I'm not trying to be, but bro, I've seen this story too many times, man.
Trossard and Martinelli, man, I need you lot for this second half of the season.
Oh my word! Look at the names you're calling.
I mean, I'm not calling bums. I'm calling players here that we have. We've been tremendous.
Yeah, but there's levels here, bro. You're the title race, man.
Pete, I'm wearing the title race, and these are
Nah,
the guys.
Pete, that's crazy. Trossard and Martinelli, I need you. That's crazy, you know.
I do.
Mental.
He's not giving Sterling a shot until yesterday. I'm just like, bro.
How are you guys not more angry? I saw Sterling on my TV. I said, who is this guy?
To be fair, he was our best player when he came on.
He's one of their best players.
He was our best player. He was the most dangerous.
To be fair, mean nonsense.
He was our best player.
He doesn't come on. He didn't come on in the other games where you needed him. You didn't even bring him on the pitch.
I know. Yeah. I want him to play.
The only reason you brought him on is because it was a London derby.
I hope Jorginho's all right, because I see him coming off. He's one of our penalty takers. What's he coming off for?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Tottenham and Villa this week, bro. The title race could go. If we lose those 2 games and Liverpool win their 2, then it's case closed.
One more point. Yeah. And this one just typifies it's overall as a club. Yeah. Remember Oscar, I told you, Chelsea just need men at the back. We need men in the midfield and up front, bro. I need my set piece coach to sit his cabiner down, bro. Just sit down. I've just, bro. Your work is done in the training pitch, bro. Why are you front and center? Why? Why?
Your
Someone
work is done.
Bro, you see that box? You see that box? What is it called? The technical area.
Yeah.
From the beginning of time that I've been watching football on whatever, from ITV,
I never saw Pat Rice.
highlights,
I
from
never saw
ITV.
Pat Rice up there.
Bro,
Steve Bones.
Bold, never saw him up
that
there.
is the manager's box, blood. I don't. What is all this set piece coach coming up giving
In
instructions?
fairness to him, in fairness to Nico, Arteta's never in the box. So is he thinking
No,
that's a free hit?
It's too much. It's so performative. I haven't seen him. I haven't seen him in
Where
games.
is
bro.
your manager?
Guys,
Why is he not in the
guys,
box?
Guys, in the Newcastle game, he went down near the corner flag, Mikel. The corner flag. And the fourth official had to come all the way down. I was like, what are you doing?
It's too much, man. Too
Wait,
much, man.
Pete, when was the last time you lot scored from a corner?
Corner. I want to say it was
And
West
I
Ham?
told you- And I
West Ham
told
or
you, lot,
before or after Man United. Can't remember.
West Ham was before Christmas.
I
Oh,
told
yeah, it
you.
was before Christmas.
What is this? Is this a Jova goal drought?
Like, 'cause what I have to remember is,
Crystal
yeah,
Palace. Crystal Palace. Lamy. Crystal Palace.
who was the main corner taker?
Bukayo Saka.
It's not so easy now, is it? He was putting that ball on the plate.
No, Adrian, you're bang on. You're bang on.
My last comment.
Oh.
You cannot set piece your way to a title. Remember, I said that in the group chat. You can't do it.
Yeah. As Tahar
Anyway,
says,
this
why do
game-
I know your set piece coach? Endo says,
Yeah.
everyone's got a busy
Why-
schedule to deal with it.
Why has he got a mural on the wall?
Why has he got a mural? That's crazy. That's
But then-
crazy. Why does he have a mural outside the Emirates?
It's a disgrace.
What do you
Wait,
mean?
wait,
Why?
What do you mean?
My mural. Just hold fire. We'll rinse off.
Adrian, he's got his face painted on a wall
got no-
outside the Emirates. In
Go-
the tunnel.
Go Hornsey Road, go to the roundabout, and head towards Holloway Road Station
Arches, yeah.
or whatever.
You're not serious. You don't know what you want. I heard you've got your set piece coach. I heard you've got a mural of Kai Havertz walking a dog. What the hell's wrong with you guys?
It's a
I
disgrace.
mean, you wonder why.
Enough now. Leave Arsenal alone, man. We've been battered, okay? Let's move on.
That's my last comment. Absolute disgrace.
Wait,
bro.
we were to what? But yeah, go on. I mean, I'm curious.
Let's talk about the FA Cup. It's about the FA Cup, people.
Yuck.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
know,
Oscar, I don't know what happened with you, man. I'm gonna assume Chelsea beat Morecambe. I don't know what the score was. I didn't
they
see
battered
it.
them.
yeah, man. Glorified training session. We won 5-0.
Were you at home or away?
We were at Stamford Bridge. Nothing.
Did you go?
I caught a glimpse. I caught a glimpse of the game. It was the start of it was a bit. Okay, they're trying.
Robin, I was going to shout. I was going to say, why on earth are you catching a glimpse? Then I realized you're not in the UK, so you could just turn on your TV and watch it. Boy, the way I had 6 tabs open to try and watch this game. Yeah, I said, what am I doing?
Was it on the
It's
beam?
a 3:00 kick on it. That's
3 o'clock. The blackouts, man.
I thought FA Cup.
Oh, Pierre, stop it! How long have you been watching the game? What kind of a
Oscar, we don't. First of all, we never play at 3 o'clock on a Saturday. So how would I know?
First of
FA
all,
Cup. How would I know?
how long have you been
And
watching the game?
And also, you know full well, Oscar, I've not gone past January in the FA Cup for the last 5 years since we won the cup. Okay, so I don't know what the schedule looks like, but leave me alone. All right.
Yeah. Well, when you draw Morecambe, we know you don't draw those teams, but when you draw Morecambe, they put you 3 p.m. Saturday, and yeah, it was comfy. There's really not much to write home about Chelsea. Like, we scored a few goals. It was our second string team out there. Nkunku, Felix, Tosin scored twice from outside the box, which is a little bit crazy. But yeah, like I said before, glorified training session. The work starts this week. Chelsea 2 points from the last 4 league games. Stop the rot. We must win tomorrow. We must win. I'm not, guys. I swear. We have Brentford at home.
Saucy one.
Sorry. Bournemouth, not Brentford. Sorry, my bad.
It's still saucy.
Even more saucier. That's more.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm seeing comments
Just
about
saucy.
Nkunku saying leave the club. What's going on there?
Yeah, a couple of people are not happy with Nkooks. What's happening there?
Tahar, grow a pair. What do you mean? Nkunku leave my club? Why? I don't understand. Why do people like guys? Nkunku, Maresca puts him up front. He comes in the press conference and says, "This guy's not a striker. We prefer to play him in the number 10." But he plays him up front. Yeah, Nkunku was average, poor, if anything. Didn't touch the ball. Wasn't involved in the game at all. We literally won the game with 10 men. Nkunku was just running around doing nothing.
Bro,
But it's it's the club. Like Nkunku, it's not going to work unless you prioritize him as a player. Like you have to try and get the best out of him because the way that we play does not work for the guy. And I have no beef with Nkunku. I think he's a top player, and I think we need to be. If we want him to play, we need to learn to play a different way. Like,
yeah. Marlon St. Jules, big up yourself. Looks like our first time commenter.
Shout out Marlon.
Matthias Tell to Chelsea in a swap deal. Matthias who?
Matthias Tell is correct me if I'm wrong, he's a winger from Bayern.
Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
Oh, Tell is a name. Sorry.
Yeah. I think the couple of times I've seen Tell play, I thought this kid was really good. But I don't need another winger at my club.
No.
Fair. No, you don't. You don't. Yeah.
I think the striker though. I'm not too sure, but I think the striker.
Oh yeah, we can do a striker for 2 or 3 years. Hey, look,
you are not beating Semenyo and them man there against Bournemouth. It's going to be a
listen,
TNT Sports, guys.
Well, one thing's for sure. Whenever I predict Chelsea games, I do not predict a clean sheet. And yeah, I think if Bournemouth are to get something, it will be through someone like Semenyo. But I'm sorry, score, beat them. Like I'm not taking any excuses now. Just beat them. Just beat what's in front of them.
They've got strikers no more as well.
Sorry,
they haven't got any strikers as well. You know,
they're in a crisis. They're in a crisis.
Benito's done like he's foot or something.
They're having an injury crisis.
Who, Bournemouth?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Are they?
Yeah.
I don't know.
As in they've had 2 injuries in the past week, like to starters. So it's not an injury crisis, but they're not at full strength. And even if they were at full strength, it's Stamford Bridge. You Palmer, Jackson, I'm not going to hear nothing. Finish your food, and we should be winning that game comfy. Chelsea start half an hour before Liverpool. Yeah, I need to be able to have one. I need to be able to watch the Liverpool game comfy. Don't make me be full screen on Chelsea because we can't finish our food against Bournemouth. Don't piss me off. Don't
piss me.
I'm telling you, yeah, I was so high on Chelsea. These 4 games switched my whole mood. 2 points from 12. I'm livid, man. I'm livid.
You could have been in there because you know what it is. It's like you've done all the hard stuff, and then it's like full of
bro. We slapped Tottenham away. We slapped Villa. Then we're dropping points to Everton and Ipswich.
You would be Brentford.
Ipswich had not won a home Premier League game since The Rock had the winged eagle, bro. Why on earth? Why on earth?
Backflip in the air.
Oh, 2002, you know, crazy.
Marcus Stewart, love it.
Marcus, that was their last Prem home win. What do we do? Just giving away wins. And look, Baraka says Nkunku was mid. Nkunku was mid against Ipswich too. That's fair enough. Like I'm not wrong. I mean, you're not wrong. Sorry, but I just think Nkunku's a top player, and I think it's on us. Endo says Maresca. Yeah, go on.
I was going to say to you, Maresca's home record stinks, by the way, Oscar, and you cussed Tuchel for that. 4 wins in 9 at home.
Hold on. Didn't Thomas Tuchel go a whole season with 7 wins at home? Don't piss me off! Don't do it.
Hey,
don't do it. It might not have been 7. Maybe it was like 8 or something. It was crazy.
It was
bad.
It was crazy. And guys, that was the season I went to more games than I've ever been. I was at most of them. I was just there. We were just drawing all the time.
What season was that? What season was I'm doing?
It was 22-20. No, it was after we won the Champions League. So it was 21-22.
21-22.
Yeah, 21. Check Chelsea's home wins in the Premier League. It was not double digits. I promise you that. It was not double digits. Bear in mind, you play 19 home games. 19. Bro,
Chelsea had
we were
9
moving.
home wins that season.
9.
But saying that, saying that though, you had, in terms of your home record, you were still 6th out of actually, no, is that right? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you were 6th.
I don't care about anyone else, Pete. You got to win more than 9 at home.
No, I'm with you. Yeah, it's poor, but like, yeah,
that's just the bottom half. That's just the bottom half. And when you're saying Maresca's home record stinks, yeah, but it stinks. It stinks. I'm not happy with that. I'm not happy. And Maresca will get what's coming to him. At the end of the day, the agenda is clear. Finish within the top 4, or you're gone. Sack him. Sack him. Sack him. If Chelsea don't get top 4, sack. Sorry, guys, my patience is not really there. It's not really there.
I've never heard you say like a good word about him.
No, bro. I had a lot of good words from Maresca.
Okay, he has. No. You're speaking good about the result, but you haven't necessarily got an affinity with this guy. It's like, do your job or I don't see you.
Yeah, because he's a tinker man, isn't it? He just does things that are like the idea that he doesn't want to play Nkunku, like it kind of frustrates me. His fullback situation is really, really weird. Like he likes to play them both inverted. So it's either Gusto coming into Cucurella or Gusto coming into midfield, or Gusto playing in the number 10. Like he does very weird things. And I think the things that have annoyed me so much in this poor run of the last 4 games is that he doesn't change it when you can see the tide is turning against Chelsea. Fulham, who did we just play last? Crystal Palace. You can see the game was going against us after we started well. Make a change. Bring on a midfielder. Bring on a different player. Like sort something out. He doesn't do it. So
your next 3 in the league, though, yeah. Bournemouth at home, Wolves at home, City away. I mean, I think you lot will turn up a lot better than what you've previously done.
Yeah, well, I mean, the last 2 were Palace and Ipswich. So what do you want from me?
Okay, fair enough.
Like, no, I'm not having to go at you.
No,
Yeah.
It's your opinion. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. Endo said Oscar don't know Maresca like that. He doesn't want to get too excited too early. Precisely. And I'm surprised Robin even said that, because I think I did get carried away at the beginning. I think when we were winning games, I was like, "Oh, this guy, he might be the one."
No. Because I thought when you're going on the run, I was like, "Okay, cool." Oscar's happy, but I think you're just happy because you actually were winning games.
Yeah.
This run
I
has been stinky.
just think this it's not even that, like, it's been avoidable, Robin. It's been avoidable. Chelsea, you lot should still be asking me, are Chelsea the title race? That's what you should still be asking me. But no one's asked me that in weeks.
No one's asking you that at all.
No one's asked me that in weeks. So yeah, let's move on from Chelsea.
Yeah, okay, cool. I was gonna say any more on Chelsea. What's my man's name? AD, look at yourself. First of all, happy birthday for the past week.
Happy birthday, AD.
And you know, your Liverpool beat Accrington Stanley. 4 goals to 0. Good to see Chiesa. You know, I love seeing Chiesa.
No, it wasn't good. That wasn't good.
That wasn't good.
To see Bro, I've watched Chiesa's career, yeah, and thinking like after the Euros, I thought he had lift off. Yeah. And when he went to Juve from Fiorentina on a Baggio thing, it felt like this is it. He's going to be the best Italian player ever. Yeah, and like it's just completely
ever.
I say ever, but like it's completely like, bro, Italy hasn't got a player to talk about. Maybe Barella, but like they haven't got a player to talk about since how long? You know what I'm saying?
Is it me or does Chiesa look like the kid in those mafia movies that's like 16 and then he gets groomed into the gang? And then hey, this is Paulie. Paulie's in the gang now.
He's homeless and he's eating out bins and stuff, and he ain't slept since God knows when.
He could have been a Goodfellas, Godfather, one of them. He could have been in one of them.
Forget about it.
Are you man watching like, you know, like the overlap when they're like they've gone to like Rome and they've gone to Italy, they've gone and interviewed Bonucci and De Rossi, and you just think, man, the swagger, the level of life, like they just look like they live a different life to us.
They do.
Are you, man? We're not working with that overlap show anymore. Like we said for years. Honest.
I
Are you
saw
crazy?
clean Rooney. I said, I'm
You're
not.
taking the piss. I didn't even watch a second of it.
They should just rename it Gary Neville's group chat.
Yeah.
Brother.
Gary
Man,
Neville's
like,
what?
Why?
Gary
why,
Neville's group chat. I love that. I love that.
Why is Wayne Rooney's wife on a football podcast?
There's not a
But
good
look,
answer.
Because she's
Oscar-
the most famous
Oscar
swag of all
Oscar,
time.
You see Oscar?
It's
Oscar, he has that Peter Gene where he just wants to defend things. He shouldn't defend.
Oh,
Man was about to say, get out of here, man.
No, I was gonna say, yeah, she was in the jungle, innit? Obviously, I don't watch.
The most famous swag of all time. The Rebecca
I don't-
Barney beef.
Whoa, Robin, that is blast. Did you say the most famous wag?
Awful.
Robin, I'm not gonna lie, that's crazy still.
That's a stinker.
She's not even the most famous wag from Manchester.
Debatable.
She's top three to be
No,
fair.
I'm gonna say that's debatable. That's debatable.
No, it's not. Because Victoria Beckham's still alive.
Victoria Beckham is number one, first and foremost.
Yeah, but that's football. That's football.
Let's get this out of the way. Like, what? Posh Spice? Sorry?
Yeah, Robin, you're a disgrace, blood.
And who's Peter Crouch's one? Abby Clancy.
I can't see.
I don't know, man.
Anyways, we're going down a horrible slope.
Anyway, we're going down a horrible. So this is.
I
Arrest
am
it,
not
arrest
watching
it,
the
arrest it.
overlap until I see man that didn't share a dressing room with Gary Neville.
Brother.
Chiellini.
Although,
They're Chiellini.
Like,
Did you not
what
see
is going on here?
did you not see the one with Martin O'Neill?
Good one.
I-
That was
I-
good.
Ooh.
I watched that one.
Yeah,
Martin O'Neill he's one of my favorite people in football, man.
He's
He must be very boring,
very
though.
witty. He's very witty, man. Oh my
He's
god.
great.
It-
And he was a great manager. That iconic Aston Villa team. Oh, I loved it.
Celtic,
Villa,
yeah, Celtic and Aston
Leicester
Villa.
City as well.
The
I couldn't forget Celtic. I couldn't forget Celtic.
Yeah, Celtic, he was exceptional.
Bro, man had Ashley Young and Milner on each wing. He was moving crazy.
Hey, Oscar, did you talk about when Nigel Reo-Coker had him in a headlock?
No,
I-
he didn't. He didn't.
Damn
I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh, that was a
Yeah,
thing.
no, I believe they had like a full-on scrap in the training grounds.
You know what? That's one guy. Yeah, if you don't want to talk about punditry, yeah. If there's one bloke I cannot stand watching, is Nigel. Have you seen Nigel now? He's in America giving it the big one. I think I've mentioned this on the pod before. He's giving it the large one. He's got no title to him. I don't know what or who he thinks he is. But he's
What do you mean
giving-
no title?
What trophies has he won?
Nah, he's a storied Premier League career.
Oh, is that what we're doing?
Was he not Bolton captain at one point?
So was Fabrice Mwamba, mate. What's your point? Bolton.
Oh, but Peter, who's this you're talking about?
Say again.
Who's this person you're talking about?
Nigel Reo-Coker.
Hey, what? Solania's finest. Put some respect on it, bro. England under 21. He was West Ham captain. He captained them in the FA Cup final. Come on, man. Don't do this.
What happened in
And
that
listen,
final? What happened in that final? Weren't they 3-0 up?
no, that was a feeling out. No, it was
No, they
back and
weren't
forth.
3-0 up.
It was back and forth. Yeah, Nigel Reo-Coker, man. Listen,
Yeah,
bro. In like the year 2006, every theologian will tell you that they were cousins with him.
Reo-Coker. You lot having a bubble
Peter,
bar.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
No,
Guys, go watch his punditry and come back to me. He's giving it the big one.
yeah, rightly so.
Right.
Right.
What else happened in the FA Cup? Let's go.
Was there a giant Tottenham Hotspur? Guys,
Nearly a giant killer. Bloody hell, they struggled.
I don't think you lot actually understand. Yeah, I can't. My team's gone out this week. Yeah, fair enough. But Tottenham Hotspur played a team. Yeah, who one of the players went to what's it called? Teach today. Was teaching it. They're a part-time team. Tamworth. Okay.
They said one of the players works at Zara.
I heard Zara. I heard one was a Sparky.
Bro, the goalkeeper's annual leave, yeah, is for away games.
Get lost. Peter, get lost.
He says I have to book my annual leave based on the away games I have to play for.
Like, Peter, get lost, man. What you talking?
I don't know what I'm talking about. Before the game was delayed because the net The netting goal wasn't.
Oh, they used tape.
And guys, Tottenham Hotspur arrived with James Maddison, Timo Werner, Dragusin getting dragged everywhere. Yeah, and then man went 120 minutes with a team that doesn't play in the Football League. Nah. Part-timers, blood. This is not and Tamworth were good value for money. They had 7 shots on goal, blood.
Hey, brother, I saw the centre half. I saw the centre half do a 360 spin in his own half.
No, I don't think you lot are understanding how funny this game was, man. Because the stats are shocking. The statistics are absolutely shocking. Bearing in mind, this is a team that doesn't play football professionally. Number one, nor does it play it. Nor does it. No, it's not like they play this. They do this every week. They don't do this, and they played on a pitch that doesn't even exist. It wasn't a real pitch. Did you not see the state of the pitch? It was woeful, awful. That's all I got to say about that. I think Tamworth had 7 shots on goals, and it was a joke.
Well, the main topic of the week has been the whole FA Cup replay thing. What do you guys think about that? Because obviously Tamworth would have got themselves a replay
of the thingy in it. Yeah, I think it's stupid, man. I think it's stupid that we got rid of replays.
Hey lad.
Huh, Peter? Are you right?
Lad,
Yeah.
I'm just
You were complaining about 9 games.
45 minutes ago.
Some news, from you lot's beloved Serie A. Yeah. Have you heard about the Falconer from Lazio?
Oh no. Yeah.
His name is Juan Bernabe.
Yeah.
Lazio, according to Zach Lowy, Lazio have fired Juan Bernabe, the Spanish falconer who handles the team's eagle. Yeah. This comes after Bernabe underwent penile implant surgery and then shared the results on social media.
Why for that?
Is this you lot's league?
Why for that?
Is this you lot's league?
Okay.
Is you
I
lot's
have a
league? Yeah?
lot of questions.
Okay.
I only have one.
Hang on.
We need
I
to
only have
start.
one. Why?
There's a few questions I've got. There's a few questions I've got here. First and foremost, Spanish.
Yeah.
I'm reading the comment under
That's,
the initial
that's
post.
the first problem I have. Okay.
I'm not
gonna
gonna
kick
lie.
off
If
there.
I read the comment under the first comment under the post, yeah, I won't stop laughing. I will not stop laughing.
Give me the first quote. Give me that first quote.
But so this is the same Zach Lowy, yeah, posted it. So he's just carrying on the story. Bernabe posted pictures of his newly fitted penis from different angles. He stated in an interview with Republica that Lazio president Claudio Lotito isn't upset with the photos. He's also a man. The surgery doesn't make me a porn star. I just had a health problem. I said it was going on here, man. Guys, I'll pay anyone money to tell me how old this guy actually is. I'll give you a tenner.
I'm picturing like a
I don't
50,
want to
60-year-old
Google
man.
Huh?
I'm picturing a 50, 60-year-old man. I don't know why.
What age did you say?
I'm saying 50 to 60 because these men have long careers just doing that.
I thought you said the actual age. Cool.
What, 56?
Adrian, I owe you £10.
No, you don't. No, because obviously I gathered it because Peter said 50 or 60, and then you said I thought you said the actual age. So
No, he's
Check it out.
56 years old, guys.
going mad.
So man are getting it in
Mad.
enlargement.
A man said you can never have too much cojones. You know what I mean?
That's insane.
No, but hang on. What's he getting fired for doing that for? What am I missing here?
Oscar's face is killing me.
What am I missing here? I'm missing something here.
Did you hear what he did? Did you?
He shared the results on social media.
And
Obviously, now what Lazio didn't want to happen has happened. This has been associated with their club.
exactly. Exactly.
That poor ego.
Peter, what are you not understanding here?
Yeah, Peter.
I've done surgery in it. I've shown man the flash photography. I've given man the album, the Fred. You know what I'm saying? Literally.
I said I've given man the thread, you know.
Like
That's crazy.
Like that's not Oscar. Oscar, you can't sit in a HR meeting and somebody seriously tell you are fired because of this. That can't happen.
Yes, you can.
That's the number one reason.
I think that should. I think that should happen.
That's what's okay. What am I missing, guys? Talk to me. What am I missing? Educate me. I'm dead serious. Educate me.
Wait. You want us to educate you about another piece?
No. What's the next topic? Topic?
Man.
On his own social media, you know what I mean? Hashtag views on my own.
So obviously, Man City played Salford. Yeah. Robin, tell me.
I have to push the boundaries a little bit as well. But Peter, come on, man, this is ridiculous.
Bro, I can't get fired from my job because I went and had surgery for health reasons and put it online.
Oh my god!
If it was a Jermaine Genius thing, I hear it. It's at work.
Manchester City 8. Adrian, stop. Manchester City 8, Salford City 0. Do you really care? Not really. So, not really.
The most embarrassing thing about that game is how many Man United frigging players were there. It was more United players than there were frigging Salford. It was ridiculous. I see everyone. The class of '92 was all there. So come on.
It's because they own the bloody club. That's why.
I know. But do you know what it is? I don't know why this winds me up. It's back to what you lot were saying about the overlap. You know when I see Nicky Butt, I just think, why are you here?
No, that's not what we paid for.
Like, I haven't paid to see that.
That's not what we paid for, and it was free, but that's not what we paid for.
He is irrelevant. Like, I would rather see Ronnie Johnson. I'm more intrigued about Ronnie Johnson than I am about Nicky.
It's taking a bit, man.
I'm not taking a bit. I'm dead serious, by the way. Do you know what? That was a hard man at centre half. Friggin' hard guy at centre half. And the name like Ronnie Johnson and you were Norwegian. No way. Not even no way. Anyway, back to the football. I mean, there's nothing really else. I don't know if anybody wants to pull out any other results. There was nothing really going on. Brentford losing at home to Plymouth was bizarre.
Yeah,
that was a giant killing of the weekend.
Thank you, Plymouth.
I'm gonna be real, guys. I'm rapidly falling out of love with the FA Cup, man. I don't know.
That's a shame. Because Oscar, when I watched Liverpool Accrington Stanley, I said, "This is the cup." I said, "This." I was looking at that. That's Tottenham against Tamworth.
Maybe I would have enjoyed it more if Liverpool were away and if Chelsea were away. Those fixtures, I think those fixtures should be away, innit?
Yeah.
In Germany, you have to play away in the cup.
Yeah,
that's brilliant. I think that's a brilliant.
Because that Tamworth thing felt like an experience. But if Tamworth went to the Tottenham Stadium, I'd be like, all right, mate. It's like watching it. Like the Chelsea game was like watching a Europa Conference League game. It was just like, all right, what's the point of me watching this?
But you know what? It's a good break away from Premier League, though. No.
Look,
I mean, look, take it from me, who's getting nothing but Premier League fixtures in every FA Cup round I'm in. Right, to get the break of seeing, I'm seeing players that are overweight. You know what I'm saying? In when you see that League 2 font on the back of the shirt, like I'm seeing some players that have been on the lash yesterday.
Do you remember? Wasn't there that goalkeeper? Was it like Wayne Shaw, where he had the gut, the size of that man's derby, and then he was tucking into a pocket pie on the bench?
That's when we were playing Sutton United away. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about 40% body fat. We're not talking about these lean body mass guys, but I'm watching fit Man United players when I should be watching rotund, overweight, part-timers.
He just come off a construction site.
Bro, Plymouth sacked Wayne Rooney literally the other day because he lost like 11 in a row, whatever it was. They've got him beat Brentford at Brentford. Like, they've got him beat them. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's huge. Anyway, and then what's it called? Robinho or whoever. What's the score currently between Millwall and Dagenham and Redbridge? Because I need, if there's one thing I'm going to watch in the FA Cup this year, guys, if Millwall have beaten Dagenham and Redbridge today, I'll tell you what this means.
Well, it is full time. And it was Millwall 3, Dagenham and Redbridge 0.
Okay, guys, come with me. Listen to me when I say this, and I need us all to watch this together. Okay?
No way.
Be in person. Doesn't have to be in person, and it doesn't have to be at the ground because I want all of us to still live. Do you know who Millwall have in the next round of the FA Cup?
Don't you dare say who I think it is.
No.
It's not as bad as that, but just as bad. They are away to Leeds United. Let me tell you something right now. Let me tell you something right now.
That's a
if
big
anyone in Yorkshire has got a ticket at Ellen Road for Leeds Millwall, I want to go. I want to be there.
Yeah, Dana White needs to get down there.
It's going to be a bloodbath.
But Peter, they play in the same league though. Like, I mean, are we just like over dramatizing that a little bit?
There'll be like 5,000 Millwall, mate. Are you forgetting when Millwall played Everton in the cup?
Do you reckon?
I got Leeds in Deptford High Street.
Do you reckon the people that do the draw? Do you reckon they separate teams like West Ham and Millwall?
I mean,
because I don't think the UK government wants that,
especially because you get the away team gets a bigger allocation to what they normally used to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, so
I'm looking at the fourth round game.
At West Ham now in that big stadium. God,
remember when Millwall went to Wembley?
That podium is not safe. Oh, anyway, right.
Well, Plymouth, Liverpool are going to Plymouth away, so that's the next one. So there you go.
I hope they get packed in. Still, I hope they get packed in.
FA Cup sucks because you know these games are never easy. You know, this is just long, man. What am I going to do way down there?
Do you know where Plymouth is?
Oh, if you're from Liverpool and you're going to go watch Plymouth Liverpool rather, that is the longest trip in England.
Boss lad.
No, there's Newcastle.
There's Newcastle.
No, Plymouth is. I think Plymouth's further.
No. Newcastle. Obviously, Newcastle to Plymouth is what he's saying.
Yeah.
But,
okay.
Which I get that, but let's not underestimate. Liverpool to Newcastle is about an hour, 2 hours tops. Right.
Yes.
To Plymouth, blood. We're not like getting to London is like 5 hours. Then you got to get down to the south coast. That's another 2 hours, and then I got to go to the end.
The end. The corner.
Brighton to Plymouth is 5 hours.
What? Are you serious?
I'm exaggerating. I think it's 3 hours. But it's a bop.
Nah, Plymouth is long, man. This is obliterated.
London to Bournemouth is 3 hours. It's a mish. Absolute mish. Anyway, the other thing, somebody brought it up in the comments section, bruv. Just a quick one. Real Madrid 2, Barcelona 5. What in the Lord? What is going on?
Mbappe scored in like 5 minutes, and then Barcelona opened the doors.
They did indeed.
Do you know what? La Liga is a very fun league this year. Like all of those teams, Atletico Madrid and Barca, they've just all had moments of form, patches of form, where they just they look really good. So
let's be real. Who still watches El Clasico in 2025?
Can I alert you to something, Robin? The El Clasico was not televised in the UK on any channel. You couldn't pay to watch it.
You had to go online, I believe, or some streaming service.
The thing is, though, Oscar, before you
we have to wrap up.
Before you do get annoyed, with that.
No,
do you know why this El Clasico wasn't televised?
Why?
Oh, yeah, because this one was. Do you know where it was?
Because it wasn't. First of all, it wasn't a La Liga game.
Yeah,
which I was like, oh right, okay, and it was played in Saudi Arabia.
Huh?
I think got that right. Yeah, Saudi or Qatar, one of them.
And did I not just see Inter Milan the other day playing AC Milan in said location?
Mm-hmm.
What is going on?
Hey, that game was quality.
I didn't watch the game, unfortunately, but glad I didn't.
Tammy Abraham winner.
Into losing.
No, I was annoyed. Well, 2-0 up. 2-0 up.
I know Sergio Conceição, he's gonna nip those boys into a proper spliff, man. Flip sake. I'm accepting the fact that the game is gone.
The game is gone.
We're not getting it back.
Why are Super Cups in other countries?
Listen, guys, get it back. You see that community shield? You see that community shield, blood?
Get it, Saudi. Get it to Saudi, mate.
No, we're going to America. We're going to America. England's not going to go to Saudi. We're going to go to
Yeah, man. Yeah. That's true. Put the Community Shield in Kansas, bro. What we doing here? What we doing here?
that Community Shield, you man. Read it in a week. That's going to it's going to Detroit, Michigan. Man.
Yeah, man. Put that.
Alright, it's a farce. Football's a farce. Okay. Goal of the week, guys.
Put that in Raymond James Stadium.
Raymond James.
Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah, go. Joao Felix scored an absolute banger.
Did he?
But nobody saw it. Let's talk about goals that people score. Yeah, Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah, this is a different generous award. Yeah, Bruno Fernandes. But I didn't see like 80% of the games.
Hey, Jack Grealish for scoring a goal in the beginning of the.
Hey, did you not see when Jack Grealish scored his goal? They had like academy players patting him on the back.
That's insane,
guys.
That's insane.
You see
his first goal since 2023. That is.
You see the Jack Grealish of it all. We were talking on the podcast not long ago about like mentality. We're talking about like elite monsters, this, that, and the other, and it's just a failure. You know, like them people that have got everything in the world. All they got to do is follow a routine and stick to it and be consistent.
I'm not gonna lie. I've got a friend who lives in that area, the Manchester area, the Greater Manchester, and the stories he tells me. Apparently, Jack Grealish is definitely following a routine, and it involves one or two Jaegers. Apparently, this guy drinks.
Do you know what I saw the other day? You know those little games that like football club channels do with their players, and it will be like this or that, this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
And it was a meme. It was one of those like TikTok trends where it would be like football on this side or like your family on that side, and you had to walk to the side. And it was between football and alcohol. And the guy went to alcohol.
Grealish?
Jack Grealish.
Nah, shut up. You're chatting rubbish. No. Time out. Someone's changed it. There's no way he's done that.
There's no way.
It's the fact that he faked it. He was like, I'm going to football. And he went that way.
Yeah, I wouldn't Pep ever, ridiculous question. Obviously, I know he's an insane talent, right? But just from a discipline perspective, wouldn't Pep even seeing this guy? It's like polar opposite. It's like water and oil. Like, surely they don't go together. Surely they don't.
The thing is, I bet at Villa he was still on like 20 grand a week. That's all I could put it down to. Like he was still on a youth contract at Villa because
but what does Pep care?
We're seeing two different players, bro. Two different. Like, do you remember when Grealish went to Old Trafford in that Villa kit? Black Lives Matter on the back of his shirt, burying
Black Lives Matter Grealish, man.
Wow. Black Lives Matter Grealish.
Oh. Yeah, being a good. Well, to be fair though, because I remember when he actually started off, it was kind of ropey for him. I remember there was a story like he was on a beach somewhere with like NOS canisters all around him, and then he kind of grew. He became Villa captain. It's like, wow, what a wonderful young man. But now it's kind of just petered out.
It's a shame. Bruno Fernandes was the goal of the week. Who's the player of the week?
Are we giving it to goalkeepers?
No.
Who scored
just because you lot told me he was trash.
He was. It was a remontada.
you lot said to me he couldn't kick a ball straight. No, he can't get player of the week.
Remontada for 3 games.
He's not good though.
He's not good.
No.
But the penalty save onwards, it was a show.
Harry Maguire's been looking solid these days, you know.
Mags.
Hey, guys.
Barry.
That's my one thing I'll claim on this podcast. I always felt like the treatment of this Harry Maguire guy was so unfair. The scapegoat of United being terrible was Harold.
He looks like a man in this team, though.
No, he did, and that's where you go wrong. That's where you go wrong, PR. Because the point is, my point has always been, he should never have played for Manchester United. He was never that level. So a top Premier League centre back, good for Hull, good for Leicester. Should have moved on to like a Villa or a Everton and just been solid. He should have never signed for Manchester United. It should have never happened.
So if I'm bad, then he's not the scapegoat, then is he?
No, he's the scapegoat because everyone else is trash too.
Nah, but there was a moment in time where what Anthony is now, Harry Maguire was.
Nah, he was never Anthony. Anthony.
That Bournemouth kind of game. Yeah, no, there was a period where every week it was game.
Oscar, don't try
Tony and Trap. He
Oscar,
was Tony.
don't do to me what you're saying with you about Kai Havertz. Don't trick me into thinking you actually think Harry Maguire has been done hard by. This guy bad.
No, he has.
This guy was bad. He was not escaping. He was actually bad. Please go and watch the highlights from the COVID season where all our attackers were sourcing and we had to outscore teams because he was bad. Don't do that. Don't do that.
My favorite Manchester United game ever is when you lot lost to Leipzig. Yeah, him and Luke Shaw were moving.
Oh my gosh! Oh my god!
Bro, they were moving mad. Oh my gosh!
No, Oscar, go and watch the highlights of the semi-final against I think it was Villarreal in the Europa League. I wanted to look for his yard. Oh my gosh, he was so bad. I'll give you another one. Bournemouth at Old Trafford during COVID. Oh my god, he got nutmeg in the 18-yard box. How did he get nutmeg in the box?
There was one game. I don't even remember what game it was yet, but United lost, and Rance was doing a watch along in it, and the clip of him and Saeed watching the game, and he was just screaming. He was like, "What are they doing?" He couldn't believe what Maguire was putting up. Nah.
I think it was last season in the Europa League because even is that there's a video last season in Europe where Rant said, I think Onana done a mistake. so Rant was like, I know you lot slipped. I know you lot slipped because I was. He was like, I get racism now. I know you man slipped. I know. I said no, guys. Man United in the Europa League group stage. Champions League group stage last season was gold.
Yeah, you lot were bad. Yeah,
because they scored every goal you could find, and they conceded
I kid you not,
goal
guys.
you could find.
After this pod, I'm going back to watch that Leipzig game. I need to see it again. Because that defending.
We don't realize there's a compilation.
That defending.
Don't get me wrong. Like Harry Maguire in the middle of a back three.
Perfect.
I'm way more comfortable with this than
Could you just put everything?
Oh, man.
Bro, anything in the air, he's actually using his slab head.
Yeah.
Anything he sees in the air, clear. All the things in the fridge, clear.
Just the
Everton free. LOL spun me G, then they conceded.
Oh, when Bruno scored one of the best goals I've seen him score, and we conceded 3 goals. James Rodriguez was moving mad. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, that's funny, man. Anyway, play of the week, guys. Let's finish this.
Oh, no one deserves
it. Yeah, for an FA Cup, Joyce.
Every week is buying there.
It's
buying there.
Well, who played? Did someone play for Tamworth? Like, give one of them.
Real.
Give one of them, man, something.
Name the guy then.
No, I don't know. Bro, I didn't watch any football, so I don't know.
We got to redo these awards for an FA Cup weekend. I think we just got to scrap the awards for sure.
It's a bit of a
large up my man for saving 2 penalties. Large up.
Team of the week is Plymouth because they're the only giant killer.
Giant killer.
Yeah, man, gone.
I guess so. Yeah, I guess
give it Plymouth. There we go.
Who's not that guy? Guys, there's a list.
Oh, there's a list. David, go away.
I'm kicking off, yeah. Peter, you're black. Oscar, you're black. Robin, you're black. I know Ernest is black. I know AD is black. There's two things that we don't do in the black community. We don't count man's pockets, Yeah? And we don't snitch. You know, I think, where am I going with this? This week, a gentleman and his friend from the North America continents up there have decided to snitch on a fellow brother from the Lakers. He lost what how can I refer to it? The sum of 2024 beef. He lost handsomely to Kung Fu Kenny. Instead of getting revenge against him, without getting his revenge against Kendrick, he's gone after the Kang.
He's such a weirdo. No, David. He's such a weirdo. Drake is a punk. He's a punk.
Hey,
oh my God.
No, there's two people that get this. He's called up his mate, the man in the basement, to go live on his stream.
Hey, lads, if I ever see any of you move like academics in your life, I'm dishonest. I'm not gonna lie. If I ever see any of you like cooning for a man who doesn't respect you, no, guys, I will not talk to you again.
It's bad.
Any academic behavior from anybody in this group, I'm not talking to any of you again. No, he's a. You know what? Let me not speak. Let me not. No.
Hey, Drake and EJ academics, blood. You're not that guy, bruv. Both, bruv. You're cool.
Wait, what did academics do?
Brother, he's gone on his stream and he's alleged. No, he's actually gone and said, "You and Drake, LeBron James, you've cheated on your wife." And Drake's got evidence because apparently they were sharing.
This guy was sassy,
So he actually said it
on his stream, blood.
Hey, I'm not. Hey, I'm gonna say this, yeah, and I might never come with this podcast again. We are in an epidemic of soft men. We are in an epidemic of absolute
men. Men are not men.
Men are not being men. Go build a house. Go build a house. Go get a mortgage. Like what the hell are you doing? Oh my gosh. We lack men. We lack men.
Soft.
Wet wipes. Wet youths, bro. What is going on?
Oh my God.
These are men, guys.
There's a Hall of Famer.
Both of them, bro.
Man.
What? Is Drake your uncle? What's going on here? Man. These guys are weirdos, bro.
Oh man. You know what? Yeah. That's a good one to kick off with, guys. But can I give you two?
Well, kick it off.
Yeah, there's bear. There's bear.
What happened?
AD, I don't know where you've been, but guys, you know
There's one that I thought of. I put in the group straight away.
let me tell you, like when it's not Premier League action, there's other things to see.
There's other things to see.
That's what I will always say, and I will always stand by this because Ernest, AD, Mandem, go look at the pattern of stories we have. Go look at all of our not that guys over the years.
Every time there's no Prem, there's something.
Just watch. As soon as you know when this normal service has not resumed, we are parking. And we are now getting involved in other things. Things come out of the woodwork, like Lukaku's interview when he lifted up the skirt to Inter Milan, basically, right? That's one. Ronaldo's interview with Piers Morgan. You know what I mean? Like, there's many. Guys, can I give you two? Can I give you two that are going to make you laugh? Because I'm all about the laughter. Who remembers the former Brazilian striker Hulk?
Oh yes. What's he done? Yes, I do. What has he done?
Have you seen what he's up to? No cap.
Last time I thought it was a mad thing with incestuous, but you're gone.
He had a wife, yeah.
Oh.
And that wife had a niece who they brought in as family home, right? Brought them home. As one of their own. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no,
brother. Not only did the guy literally started move to the niece. Sleeping with the niece, you name it, brother. On the 5th of January this year, him and said niece, right, officially in a religious wedding ceremony got married.
Well, they tied the knot.
They tied the friggin' knot. Can I tell you how many staff members were at said wedding?
Oh, come on, man.
0.
They had 500 staff for the wedding. God knows how many they had. They had 500 staff. I want you lot can chew on that. You lot can chew on that if you want.
How old was this young lady?
Let's have a look. How old is Camilla Angelo?
Oh, come on, man.
How old is Camilla Angelo? She, to be fair, she looked grown. I mean, I don't know. Let's have a look.
Hey, yo.
I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting.
What, to find out the age?
Yeah.
Oh my god! And it's the fact that on Instagram, it's just so funny. On Instagram, she's 30. No, that's Hulk. I was gonna say she's not 38. Ain't no damn way. Give me the age.
86. Okay.
No, I don't think she's. I don't think that's her. I think.
All
Let's
right.
see. Oh, give me the age. I'm getting blocks. I'm getting.
Right,
blocks.
why are you find the edge?
It's enough. It's enough. Maybe don't bother.
Football related.
No, we need this. This is an important detail.
I'm saying let him search while we find the rest. Football related wise, you got any, David?
Nah, mate.
I've got another one. I've got another one, by the way, just loaded in the can. I can't find her age. Her name is Camilla. Let me have a look. If I just Google.
I'm so sorry. If you're missing the ball in getting the goal 1 yard out, and you're hoofing it over, that could have caused you to win this game. You're not that guy.
Man said you're not that guy.
You're really not that guy.
I'm done with my man anyway.
Yeah, I can't find the age.
So
But can I give you another good one? Guys, this is juicy. You lot know the team Boca Juniors, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Can I just say
South American legend team? We know
Can I
that.
just say South America? So obviously I've spoke about Hulk. South America is wild.
Oh, it's a
It
crazy place, man.
Yeah.
So Oscar, imagine this, right? Boca Juniors, one of Argentina's most iconic football clubs, is currently facing a health crisis after 3 of its starting players
I know where it's going.
tested positive for syphilis. Right?
No, but can I ask a question though?
Do you know how ancient that disease is?
Can I ask a question? Why are them man over there? Why are they so horny? Like every story about South America is they're just doing something wild.
But you know what it is, yeah? I think they fed into their own stereotypes, about their own women.
What's that about?
Self-fulfilling prophecy.
Oh dear.
Like there's dark stories about Brazil.
Yeah.
Like, from Oscar's like POV. There's some dark stories about Brazil.
From my POV?
No, so in terms of like the point you just made, about like why are they so horny, bro? Like Brazil's gone to like full Sodom and Gomorrah.
Bro,
yeah.
Every story about Brazil is just it's left.
Mad. It's mad.
So, Argentina, all them countries, bro.
Can I finish the story? with immediate effect, the entire backroom staff, the manager, and all the players have had to go into a private clinic to be tested. What?
That's insane.
What?
Could you imagine?
They said, and it was so funny. The players they've caught, like paparazzi have caught, right? That they've seen going into said private clinic in Buenos Aires. 3 Manchester United players. Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say. I swear, like Cavani and Ander Herrera are them man up there.
Edison Cavani is one. Sergio Romero and Marcus Rojo.
Of course, Rojo had to be there. Of course, Rojo had to be in that.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I don't trust any man that has thigh tights.
What did they say?
Oh my
Hey,
God.
you're asking the wrong person, bro.
Nah. You told us. Wait. You told us what his tat said. He had a tat in English, but he couldn't speak English.
Yeah, Pride and Glory or something. I don't know.
I think it was Pride and Glory. I think you told us he has a tattoo that says
really?
Pride and Glory. Yeah.
that amnesia slapped me quick, you know.
I'll never forget that story because you were like, bro, he can't speak English, but he has tattoos in English.
According to Baraka, apparently the niece is rumored to be 32.
Oh well, you know that you know what, you live and you learn. That's you know, it's wild for sure, but it's not illegal.
Oscar, give you context, right? Just pretend Simone is 30.
No, stop that, Peter. Stop that. Stop it.
End the stream, Dave.
Why?
End the stream, Dave. End the stream, Dave.
You're a sicko, man. Why?
Wait. I'm not surely, no, guys. I'm not being called sick. Surely, Oscar said, "You live and you learn."
The thing is, you know, I find it hilarious. Yeah, all these men taking their cameras down like we didn't see them. This is how I find it hilarious.
First of all, I just this is crazy because it's like that. Oscar said, "You live and you learn." I'm just saying, innit? Oscar tried to give it.
Adrian, why are you with him? Why are you with him?
He gave a context. You're like, oh, you live and you learn. And then Peter's like, no. This is what it is.
No. Because when he said the story initially, the first thing I asked is how old is the niece? Because I want to know, is this just a weird family thing? Or is this a call the police thing?
Oscar said, how old is 15 really?
Oh my god.
Nah, man. Nah. You can't put this on my jacket.
It's on your jacket, bro.
You can't do this to me.
On your jacket.
Okay, this is wild.
Envy is not on me.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's not defer. Boca Juniors dressing room, including backroom staff and manager. By the way, do you know who the manager of said Boca Juniors is?
Who's that?
Mr. Fernando Gago. For some of you of the La Liga realm. You know what I'm saying? And you know who the sporting director is or the president of Boca Juniors is right now? Juan Roman Raquelme. Okay. And by the way, I don't know if you've seen what he looks like. That's not a man I ever want to tell. You need to go to the doctors and get tested.
Because if I'm not mistaken, he looks old back then.
Nah, it's not even that, bro. He looks like a killer. Oh my days. Raquel may look like a man who he knew Al Capone. Like he knew the Dons. You know what I'm saying? He knows the Dons. So
Failure.
Guys, that's what's going on in the world of South America.
Let Villarreal down, man.
Oh my god.
Ronaldinho's gone to jail. And what is going on in South America?
For someone like him, it must be like a getaway. You know what I mean?
Oh my days.
Because that's when Ronaldinho. Like imagine Rey Mysterio going jail. You know what I mean? Like that's the guy. But that's probably just like playing football, 3 square meals, got a TV in there.
Yeah, boy. Oh my god.
Yeah. It's not a joke, man.
I said Ronaldinho's got.
I think he's out now, but the fact that he went is crazy.
Oh, the Paraguayan passport thing.
What did he go in for?
Fake passport.
But you see how wild that is, though. Like, what man went to Paraguay on a fake passport thing, and they just sent him to jail.
No. But Peter, my thing is, how did Ronaldinho think he wouldn't get caught? He's like one of the most famous people on the planet, and he had a fake ID.
You can spot them teeth from Edgware Road.
The fact that he could claim Paraguayan citizenship is tremendous. I think that's just like I've never seen him ever be there. Never mind citizenship. My God.
Is his son still playing football? He was whack.
Oh, that's a shame. That is a shame. Oh God. All right. It's a top 4 moving like the BBC. Guys, there's a lot of Premier League action that's going to come back, right? Which I'm sure we are happy to see. I'll just share the screen very quickly because it's a bumper weekend. It's a bumper midweek and weekend. Let me know if you guys can see this, and then we can.
I was just going to say, what's your thoughts on Dan Ferguson? At first, I thought he wasn't that guy, but when he explained it, I'm like, you know what? I heard it.
Dan Ferguson.
That whole Ashley Young son thing made me realize people are soft, man.
Yeah, man. That's one that should have been not that guy. Everybody was crying, bro. Why are they crying?
I hear that it's like we're 1-0 down. We've got a game to try and win. You know what I mean? I can't just throw in 18-year-olds. I'm like, yeah, first. He hasn't even made the squad for the past 14 game weeks.
I mean, there were two down, no?
One down.
Was it one down? Yeah, for
It ended 2-0. Look. If Ashley Young's son was good enough, he'd have been on the pitch.
He would have been on the pitch. Yeah, I hear that.
You know what, though? Just get him on. Like that, you're breaking. You're gonna make history. Get him on.
I saw someone tweet. It was like, it's not his testimonial. Like what? Why are you treating it like it's a charity game? Nah, man. Play to win.
I just find the irony beautiful, though. Darren Ferguson has a Premier League medal, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, have you seen that rant lately from? It's circulating again. Roy Keane's rant, saying Ferguson saying he did the best for Man United. Nonsense. his son Darren, Premier League medal. And then he's like, he said a couple of the young boys went down to Preston. Darren was the manager at Preston. Darren got the sack at Preston. Fergie took the players out of Preston. Was that doing the best for Man United? Do me a favor. Here's a proper rant.
But what do you guys think going on? It's more than just that interview. Like Fergie, Roy Keane, like the guy has a genuine disdain for him.
No, you know what? But I look at it from the perspective that I think Roy Keane will be there, like at Fergie's funeral.
Of course he will.
No. I think it's blown out of. I think people think Roy Keane hates Alex Ferguson, and I think he just has a problem with some of the decisions the guy made. And he doesn't like how much he's lauded. He hates that. Yeah. And the fact that
do you think so?
Because he calls out Neville for still calling him boss. Boss, he's not your boss. And I hear it. To be fair. I hear it, man.
Yeah. No, I get that.
Anyway, guys, predictions for next week.
For 20 years. I didn't see.
Predictions. Brentford at home to Manchester City in the Premier League. Could be tight.
City.
Chelsea.
City.
Okay, cool. City. We're going City. We're going to City. Are they back? Back?
Yeah.
They're back. Okay, Chelsea at home to Bournemouth. This is
it better be Chelsea. It better be
Bournemouth.
This is a draw.
But to be fair to Chelsea, they were like the first big team to beat.
My head says Chelsea. My heart says draw. Graham Potter in big news, of course. Graham Potter is the West Ham.
Where is that voice note, Peter? Where is it?
So
where is it?
So in the chat, right?
Hey, this is why I love you guys, you know.
Where is it?
Nah, Pete, remove the screen. We'd see you.
No. Jesus.
And then he's sighing like he didn't think this was coming.
No. I thought,
Man's had a whole 2 weeks to prepare, and still hasn't prepared.
He got away with it. He got away with it.
He got sacked Monday. But you know what? Yeah, like, what I said about West Ham in general. Yeah, they wanted to change their way. They wanted to change their football. Right? They wanted to be on this continental, you know what I'm saying, cuisine when they've been on pie and mash for time, and it served them well. Julian Lopetegui was going to be the man to bring that, and if he had the time, he would have done so. I said they needed to be patient. It's going to be a long, bumpy ride, right? His first 5 games had City, Liverpool, I think Chelsea were in that mix. A couple of the big ones, right? There are a couple of big boys in there. The results ain't good. They haven't been good enough, but this was always going to happen. And you know what's funny? Here's what I'll say with you. And then, the guy lost his father the other week, right? West Ham showed no class. They told him to go do the training.
I'm not gonna lie, that was sneaky.
They did the training.
Sneaking the dad thing in there was sneaky. That was a Drake move.
Would you expect anything else from him?
Again?
I was asking Ernest. Would he expect anything else from you?
What do you mean?
Yeah,
it's relevant. It's relevant. And so guess what, guys? Julian Lopetegui is going to go and find another club. He's going to win a trophy before West Ham.
Okay.
Factual.
But what about this season then?
Say again?
What about this season though?
Maybe not this season. Depends on what job he gets.
No. I said, like, what about the work he did at West Ham though? Like, it wasn't
It's
good.
going to take a long time, man. This season, it wasn't going to happen overnight. They were going to be. They were absolutely. I mean, some of the players that they did buy, right? Like when you look at Fulkrug, who he clearly didn't want, right? So somebody else is buying him. Okay,
That's a sackable offence. Who bought him?
Who bought him? Their sporting director is a nutcase, by the way, right?
Yeah.
He's a bit of a nutcase.
I heard he's been banned. Yeah, go on.
David Moyes. I remember when David Moyes was there, and the technical director or sporting director was banned from the training ground under Moyes. Julian Lopetegui, literally about 3 weeks ago, banned him from the training ground again.
So what's he doing?
Who is this bloke? What is he doing?
Nah, big man thing.
Like the guy at Lazio.
Like this is the thing.
Maybe he had surgery too. You know what I mean?
Do you want some news, guys? Do you know where a sporting director's office is? At the training ground.
Yeah.
So if you're being told don't come to work,
No,
right? Two different.
but twice. I can't lie. Being banned twice is crazy.
Two different guys as well. Two different languages.
Two different managers. Two different languages, guys. And I'll give you context. Can I say? Here's the bomb. The manager, the football manager, reports to the sporting director, not the other way around. So, Oscar, you go to work tomorrow and you tell your boss, don't come to the office anymore. What? And two managers have done that for you. And the owner has your backing. Flip it out.
Why does Arteta pick his one then? We'll leave that. Yeah, anyways, as you're saying.
So, Pete,
Combo for a different pod. Different
Peter, would you say Moyes' last spell at West Ham was a success?
A tremendous succse.
You won the European Cup.
Oscar, wait there.
No. I haven't finished my line of questioning.
Let me finish the answer.
Go on.
West Ham played European football 3 out of the last 4 seasons under David Moyes. They need to show some frigging respect, that football club.
Okay.
They're having a frigging laugh. And by the way, Everton, by the way,
don't bring it to Everton. We're gonna get to Everton. We're gonna get to Everton. Don't bring it to Everton. We're still here. We're still here.
It's conjunction with West Ham. Wait there.
But I'm still on West Ham. Yeah. You've just told me that David Moyes was a rip-roaring success at West Ham.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Then your manager has just been sacked, and the first thing you do is tell us how horrible the structure is at West Ham. But the previous manager was a success.
Lopetegui needed time. Yeah. Do you know what David Moyes was, Oscar? Do you know what David Moyes was over there? A man blood. Yeah, he was a man blood. He ran the show there. He ran the show at West Ham because he told them what. Do you remember, Oscar? Do you remember West Ham sacked him the first time? Yeah, they went with Manuel Pellegrini. Guess what they went and did? They got him back. They brought him back. Yeah, why? Because he was a realist. When he got in there, he said, "Listen, this is a joke. Your football club is a joke. It's a disgrace." Remember, he came out in the press conferences straight away. He said, "You'd be ludicrous to think that we're not in a relegation battle." First press conference at West Ham, guys. The ball hadn't been kicked when he was the manager.
You know what? If I was a West Ham fan, I'd be so annoyed because it's like I could be completely wrong and maybe like the Hammers are gonna stone me, but it's like I see like there is a genuine ambition from this club. Obviously, you moved to the stadium, like even at Pellegrini era, like they're trying to get these players, these Felipe Andersons, to take them to that next level. Even this summer, like they've thrown money at it, they haven't, and they've tried to again raise the level, but they just get it wrong. Like I think I said this in the group. You look at like at Aston Villa, West Ham fans should be thinking, hang on a minute, if Villa who were relegated not too long ago, if they're challenging for top 4 in the Champions League, we're us with the stadium, us with all the money we're pumping into it. We hired Pellegrini, a Premier League winning manager, for goodness sake, and we still could have sorted this mess out. We've won a European Cup though. It's an interesting one, man.
And this is the thing: had West Ham going down the route of like, we want to change our football, let's go down the Potter route rather than straight to the Lopetegui route, because the Lopetegui route is a very, very different. It's a different DNA, guys, compared to what West Ham are. Completely. Now, Lopetegui didn't do a great job so far, but it was always going to be a long hill that they were going to climb. Wow. It wasn't going to turn it overnight. And let me tell you something right now. I like West Ham. I actually do like West Ham.
Yeah.
And I hope to God it works. But let me tell you something right now. If this job fails him or he fails this job, then we have another Lampard on our hands where he'll go down and look for a job in the Championship. Yeah. Because this This is a big risk from Potter, by the way. He's been at the game.
You've got players, man.
He's been at the game 2 years. This is a big.
Yeah, I think the Chelsea payout is obviously still feeding him. So he didn't have anything to really do. But one would hope that in his time off, he was still keenly studying the game and seeing how things can adapt. But I've always been a big fan of Graham Potter. I think he's a good manager, and I think he'll do well at West Ham. I think the expectations of West Ham will inevitably get the better of him because I don't see him winning a trophy, and I don't see him cracking into like anything above a Europa League spot. So it will just be a mediocre spell, in my opinion.
Yeah, I hope to God that he does do well. I do. And you know what? It's a shame about Lopetegui. They should have given him more time. If you want to play, if West Ham wanted to go down that Aston Villa route, yeah, they should have given him more time. Unashamedly. Guys, we're running out of time.
What did the ideal setup for Lopetegui look like? What do you think?
We need to move on.
Well, let's talk about it next week. We'll talk about it next week.
Yeah.
Bring up Lopetegui next week. West Ham are playing Fulham at home. It's a tough game for Graham Potter. First home game.
Yeah, tough game.
They lost on Friday, didn't they, to Villa away? Villa in that black kit, gangster kit, by the way. What do you think is going to happen? West Ham and Fulham?
Beg.
Fulham win.
I think it'll be tight. I think it'll be like a Fulham 2-1.
I'm gonna go for a draw. It's gonna be tough. I'm gonna go for a draw. Okay, Liverpool away at Nottingham.
This is the one.
This is an interesting game. I think Nottingham Forest get a result here. I don't know why.
Guys,
I don't know why.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. Liverpool are gonna pack them in, man.
I think Forest get a result here. Not saying they're winning. I think it's a draw.
I mean, it's an informed style of Europe. They won their last 6. I mean, they're not.
Yeah.
They're doing their thing.
Yeah, but I just think Liverpool will carve them open. I don't know why, but like
the quality in it.
Yeah, Liverpool. I don't know. Is Trent fit?
Yeah, Trent's fit.
Trent versus Callum. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, come on, let's go. To be fair, Trent locked him up, and then when Conor Bradley came on, he gave him the business, and then he scored the winner.
Yeah, locked him up loose. Let's use that loosely.
Yeah, I mean, loose as can be. But to be honest with you, I think this for me, this is a game where I'm sure Arne Slott he's been biting at the bit to get this game back, where he can actually let's see what he's all about. Because I think we had poor players that day, but I also think we were tactically found out. So this is the tinker man. He always likes to think ahead of the game. So let's see what he's really saying. I think this is a big test because ultimately, if we lose this game, no promise we welcome them into a title race, whether we like it or not. So interesting. I mean, look, I'm not saying like they're gonna sustain, they're gonna challenge, but mathematically, you know what I mean? They're 3 points off. So let's see, man. Let's see.
And they're saying 3-2 late winner from Mo Salah. Mirad says 2-1 Forest win. Guys, it's going to be ferocious, that ground.
There's no Darwin Núñez, unfortunately. I'm joking. He's cooked, man. Peter Núñez is... Because, bro, you look at Jadon Danz.
Another conversation for another podcast.
Another time.
He's cooked, man. He's cooked.
Okay. Everton.
Sorry to say again, but it's Moise.
The point I was going to say to Oscar about this Everton situation is this: David Moyes will have Everton in Europe in 2 seasons. Moving on. Aston Villa will get a result though. Aston Villa win tomorrow, 2-1. 2-1 Villa. Grief. Or not tomorrow, Wednesday.
Park.
Come on. Oscar, get yourself down to Goodison. It's the last year there. You should get down there. Leicester City against Crystal Palace. I don't think anyone really cares.
Don't care,
bro. And then Newcastle United at home to Wolves. Saucy.
Don't care.
The big one then. Let's talk
All
about
eyes.
it. Hey?
Yeah, they are, innit? They are.
Who's what?
Palace.
Yeah, Glasner, what's going on, man?
They're crap, man.
But the team is not good.
Honestly.
What's going on, man? What's going on?
Yeah, the team is not good.
Yeah, team.
It's not the greatest.
Also, if we think about signings, replacing Olise with Eddie and Nketiah needs to be studied. You need to.
Hey, guys. Guys,
Post death, that's examining his brain.
Eddie Nketiah is whack. Hey, hey,
Leave
he
Eddie.
is bad. He is bad.
No, but honest, we knew though. We knew he was whack.
No. But you know, like Eddie Nketiah is like Rema. Like the word, the more you read it, the more you're like, wow, oh my god, like bad. He's so bad.
Says not Logos.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, Palace being Scunthorpe one. Was it in extra time? Anyway, I don't know. Eddie Ernest was supporting his fellow Ghanaian brother, shaking my head.
I'm a citizen of the kingdom.
If we're being honest, yeah, I think that bought Eddie about 2.5 years. The fact that he's from end, he's Ghanaian.
You eat jollof at his house.
It's friggin' peak.
He's still a Premier League level striker, but it's not looking good at the moment.
No, we need to stop saying that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's talk about Eddie.
North London
He's
derby.
playing in the Premier League. What you mean?
They're playing him as a 10 for crying out loud.
Okay. Arsenal Tottenham.
It's completely out of position, but yeah, go on.
Listen,
If you don't beat Tottenham,
Arsenal better win.
if you do not beat Tottenham,
you know, like that. Arsenal better win. Hey,
We better win. No, because guys,
we will be there.
That's
we will
Sunday night,
podcast.
guys. Sunday night, the social media I binged. Yeah.
Oh, it was amazing.
I was drinking and drinking. Oh my gosh. The amount of people that were just cooking Arsenal. Expressions. This guy deserves a Nobel Peace Prize because he's the funniest person ever. He's the funniest person ever.
We're not gonna win
Man. Turkish. All them guys, man. We have Unai Emery.
But yeah.
Brother, Turkish lost the plot.
Yeah, Turkish has
I
been
think.
amazing.
How come Turkish is allowed to film in the stadium?
Yeah, that's my question to you.
You can. You know, he had his little camera. I mean, you can film in the stadium.
That's hilarious. No one's there.
I don't know if you watch it. I don't know if you watch James McNicholas. You know what I mean? Gunner Blog. He does it straight after. You know what I mean? Turkish's interview. Hang on a minute. Turkish's interview has 650K in 24 hours.
That's insane.
Wow, that's phenomenal.
Do you know what? Yeah.
Do you know the way he rants and then uses the Proton VPN as a sponsor? Hilarious.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Brilliant.
Now, guys, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, like he's the realest. Yeah, but you can't be a grown man shouting at a camera like that, man. That's crazy.
He's a dad, you know. He's a dad,
guys. Like imagine you're going nursery and you and like Jamie says to his brother, like, hey yo, like, is that your dad on TV? Yeah, like that's mad. That
you know what though? You look at that, but you look at Troops. Troops has his kids on his streams.
No, but respectfully, he's strange, man. She's strange.
It is spectrum setting.
When Arsenal lose or when Arsenal don't get the result, there's certain channels I go to.
Peter,
Troops TV is one of them.
Right, let's go.
Peter, that is crazy.
What do we think with
you guys missed.
he said something about bedroom settings, didn't it?
No, that's not. You need to. I'm not going to repeat it, so you need to watch it back. You need to watch it back.
Watch it back on the replay.
2 minutes 47 minutes.
Okay,
I will go back.
What's the prediction for this game? Arsenal home win?
Like I said, Arsenal better win.
Arsenal have to win.
All right.
Also, Peter, if Spurs win, I'm calling you. Answer the phone.
Live.
I hope you man noticed how quiet he was on a group chat yesterday.
Yeah, I noticed. Because the head loss was gone.
Because Robin, I'm old enough to remember when you and I were saying Ten Hag's whack. One game we lost, Peter was gums were moving. I said, "Whoa, what's going on here?" So when we dunked on them, when man like Sean Carter Dubs Saliba.
Allow me to reintroduce myself.
I'm talking about K9. Man, talking about dogs. Dogs in Islington. Calm down. This is what
K9.
hey, Oscar, ring his phone and put man on flipping speaker. Yeah?
I will. I'll screen record even.
Screen record.
No, guys, real talk, 2025, Peter's not getting away with anything.
Do you know what it is? I feel like you guys have finally like you finally had enough. You've had enough.
It's long. Yeah, I had to watch David get his chain checked for 2 seasons. He's the one that had the chain, and then when we're talking about Champions League, you're not invited to the cookout. I said, what's going on here?
Not invited to the parade. Banning your own team. The parade that did not happen.
Okay.
The petty, all this other stuff. Man's done a soliloquy, some diplomacy thing on a Cameron and Joel Santana thing. Yeah.
Not West Pete. Don't forget.
No, by the way, big up to everybody that's been watching the shorts and the little short clips. There'll be more previews tomorrow, guys. Make sure you get your previews out. All right, get your previews of your
Hey, on the point of watches, yeah. This Mikel Mourinho brother, I'm
Adrian,
let's move on. I'm tired of these definitions.
Hey, Adrian. Even Calafiori. I'm there.
You've got the watch on Calafiori.
100%. I've got the watch.
Hey, he scored at the Etihad. He gets here.
And he went shopping. Okay.
Do you know what? Does anybody know Dan Potts on the FTV?
I know that.
Yeah.
The guy, cool brother. The guy said, he said, what is Mikel Mourinho? He said, I've started to ask myself, what is he?
No, big man saying, what is he?
I said, yo. Anyway, David, do you think we'll beat Tottenham on Wednesday?
We better beat them, bruv.
The question
We're
was,
cleaning house.
Kakati,
If we do not beat them, clean house. The same products I was asking for at Old Trafford, bring them to the Emirates, mate.
But you asked him, man, yeah?
Is crazy.
According to some of these Italian journalists, man like Garnacho agreed to go to Napoli.
Garnacho?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a howler.
Anyway, right. David, I said, are we going to win? I don't want to hear we
3
better.
points.
What's your prediction?
I'm expecting 3 points. If I don't see 3 points, clean house.
It's that simple.
It's that simple.
Very quickly, let's move on. Ipswich, Brighton, no one cares.
No one cares.
Manchester United on a Thursday night at home to Southampton.
We should
What do you
win.
think?
We should win.
You better win.
Should win.
You better
Worst team
win.
in the league, mate.
I don't know,
Southampton are
man.
the worst team in the league.
They got a new manager, Southampton.
It's the worst team in the league. There's no if, buts, or AVs. It's the worst team in the league.
The manager that Southampton have is the one that replaced Daniel De Rossi. Let's see.
They got his ticket.
And now he's at Southampton. So
Facts.
yeah, so we move.
Claudio Ranieri's waving the flag over there right now. Big up Ranieri. Okay, Saturday, very quickly, guys. Newcastle.
We're not doing Saturday fixtures, Peter.
Oscar, we're not back till next week. That's why I keep telling you to friggin' hurry up. Newcastle, Bournemouth.
Why are we doing new Pete? Just
Newcastle win.
Newcastle win. Thank you, Ernest. Thank you for answering the friggin' question. In
Brentford win. Brentford win.
Liverpool.
Move next.
Leicester, Fulham. No one gives a damn.
Fulham. No one gives a
By the
damn.
way, I haven't heard that rude word in a long time. But
Yeah, I heard rude and a bit still.
That's nice. Next.
Robin, thank you.
West Ham United.
West Ham.
You say thank you. You say
West
thank
Ham.
you.
Next. I've been trying to end this podcast for 20 minutes. Next.
Hang on. I know full well you two are going to type
I've been trying to end this bloody podcast.
Oscar's taking long. You said
You're going to type in rude. Yeah. You're going to type in
this
rude
guy.
when he gets the point.
Nah, man.
West Ham Palace.
West Ham.
West Ham.
I guess that first win. Arsenal versus Unai Emery's Aston Villa.
Yeah,
Unai Emery.
My
Unai Emery on mind.
We're such Unai Emery.
I swear that if I have to say the name John Duran, yeah.
Oh, Pio! Yes.
Ollie Watkins. Oh dear. No, like
Morgan Rogers. You know what I mean?
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, yeah. I need an Emery dunk. I need
it.
I need a dunk.
More than you believe.
I'll overdose. I'll collapse.
I won't lie to you, man. I predict Arsenal to lose this game. If I'm
Yeah, man, of course.
Wait, what?
honest.
That's the first honest Peter prediction I've heard in ages. You don't get packed in.
No, but you know what? Arsenal, the thing is, with
Oh, look,
Arsenal,
here comes Arsenal fan number 2. Like, just give it a rest.
because it is. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, as much as like this Arsenal situation, it looks bad now, and it is bad now. Let's have some perspective. They're 6 points behind in the title race.
AJ,
Like-
I don't care.
All
I
right,
know
fine,
my team.
fine. Shoot yourselves. I mean, look. What good does it do me? Fine, be done.
I'm tired
Give up.
of
Give up.
suffering. Next game,
David, are we
Let's have some
beating? Are
perspective.
we beating Villa, David?
I think draw.
Okay. Everton against Spurs. David Moyes against Ange Postecoglou.
That's a good game.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Everton are terrible.
So
Not
Spurs
under
win.
Moyes there. Not under Moyes there. You know what? Yeah, all of you guys as well. Yeah, whoever backed this Sean Dyche, right, at friggin' Everton.
Yeah.
Criminals.
David Moyes is going to show you the friggin' levels to this team. The friggin'
What's David Moyes going to do this season?
Oh, finishing the top half.
Oh, my God.
Finishing the top half.
He drew with City, Arsenal, and Chelsea in 3 games in a row, and then he gets sacked.
I'm glad you brought it up.
Lose to.
I'm glad you brought it up. How many wins
Something-
in the last 19? No, stop there because you're the stat man, right? How many
Yeah.
wins in the last 19 did Sean Dyche have at Everton?
3.
Thank you very much. Everton's
What
played.
was it?
Also,
Everton have Beto up top.
yeah. Yeah.
He brought it though. He
They have
brought it.
Dominic Calvert-Lewin. But
He's
also,
not good.
listen.
He's wearing
no,
knickers
the
and
thing is-
beards.
Anyway, do we think Spurs are going to win or get a result?
Nah,
Yeah, I think Spurs win.
nah, I don't.
Spurs ain't winning at Goodison, Oscar. They ain't got the bottle. What are you talking about? What's the matter with
Huh?
you? They ain't got the bottle.
And let's put some respect on their name. Yesterday, he went in the semi-final. You know.
Yeah, because you lot didn't want to be there. The hell is going on?
No, we can't do that. We did want to. Salah was playing. We did want to be there.
Did he want to be there?
Alright.
He wished he wasn't.
Allison was playing.
Man United, Brighton.
Yeah,
Man
Man
United.
United, Brighton, guys.
I think this could be a draw.
I don't.
Huh?
Think we're winning. I don't think we're winning.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you're
think
not
it-
winning that.
We've
Yeah, you're
not
not
beaten Brighton in ages.
but
So
also they don't win though. Brighton don't
Draw.
win.
Let's go draw.
Draw. Yeah, draw. Forest to beat Southampton, of course.
Forest, comfy.
Ipswich will lose to Manchester City. Is there a Monday night game? There is.
There is a Monday night game. The Mighty Blues.
Oscar, you here
Right.
at the game?
I'm gonna see if I can get a ticket. I want to be at that game.
Okay.
Um,
Chelsea at home to Vitor Pereira Wolves.
it is what it is. I'm away next week. Living the dream. We'll be there
Yeah,
longer.
Chelsea
So, yeah.
win. Chelsea win. Oh, we may have a special guest next week. We may have Lola joining us again.
Okay.
Yes.
People, that was the predictions ahead of this week and next weekend's football matches in the Premier League.
Thank you very much. We finally
Guys,
got
Monday could be very interesting next week. It could be very interesting. Thank you for the therapy, guys. You've given me that therapy. It's been a great podcast, as per. We will see you next week. Until then, guys, peace out. We got to the. Oh wait, before we go, Mirad wanted to bring up the concerns about Sports Interactive, the fact that Football Manager 2025 still hasn't come out.
Next week there needs to be a rant on that.
We'll rant to that. We'll rant next week. Until then, people, we are out.
Peace out, peeps.
Peace.
See you in a bit.